No, but I tell you what, you come down here and I'll bitch slap the shit out of you. How about that?
I need to do what?
Come on, I'm waiting on you. I'll be here all night.
Huh?
I'll wait on your dumb ass.
I already text your fucking dad, too.
Yeah, well, come on down, bro.
I done told you, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'll be here all night.
You have a great night, you fucking whore.
Yeah, I tell you what, bring you and all your boys.
Huh?
What are you on, fucking crack?
Oh, my God. We were sitting here just shooting the shit, shooting the breeze, and Chris Wilding started doing his Bigfoot impression, and I'm all out of laughs. I laughed so hard that my sides were splitting.
So you've already done a show.
I've done a show, so I'm going to say goodbye. As far as I'm concerned, I've done a show. I hope somebody recorded it. It's terrific. I was laughing so hard. He goes, Wolfie, Wolfie, Wolfie. Just if he says the word Wolfie, it makes me laugh. Or if he says, I really do not give a shit. What the two big lines, Chris? Go ahead.
Wolfie, Wolfie, better call me back. I just fell down the stairs and then I got up and I'm rolling around the fireplace. I lit myself on fire. Now I got to go find a fireman. Call me back, please, Wolfie. So there's like the hysterical, there's a hysterical Bigfoot leaving like a voicemail of some calamity, right?
Right.
And then you have Bigfoot, you call him, it's usually after work and he's exhausted and you have a whole premise to give him and it's, nah, I really do not care. I'm really Wolfie. And it's like, I'm really oh, Jesus Christ, I got a fucking gas. I'm really fucking tired.
You just broke it down perfectly because I was listening to two sort of different emergencies from Bigfoot. Not emergencies, but there's the quiet Bigfoot you describe who's like all catatonic. When we called him up and told him that he had been elected Pope and that he was going to be the new Pope, he was he was blasé. He wasn't excited. He didn't want the job, nothing. And then the other day he called Wolfie because there was a spider in his apartment, and I would classify that as Bigfoot having an emergency, and he's all excited.
That's an 11. That's like Wolfie got spider. With the spider is by like baby. The spider got baby night. I'm nursing the spider with my tits. I don't know what to do. Call me back.
You're right. And then the Pope call was like, I really don't give a shit. Yeah.
It's like, hey, we want to put you up in a mansion. We want to make you Pope. No, I really do not. But I have a job already. I really do not care. I'm not in the Catholic.
Two Bigfoots.
Yeah.
I'll give you excited Bigfoot. So Bigfoot, Bigfoot lives deep in the woods of Vermont. And he was leaving Wolfie endless voicemails. But lately, all the voicemails were about this spider. There was a spider living in his room. And there's always spiders in Bigfoot's life, For a while, his house was infested. Insects, all kinds of shit.
Scabies.
So he started relentlessly all charged up about the spider. And I don't know what he wants Wolfie to do. Wolfie lives in New York, It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? But anyway, he's just relentless.
Yeah, the spider ate a bug. I think he's going to get fat on me and die. I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, this spider is on my face on the wall. It is. And he's being an artist now. It is. And that's what he's doing, Wolfie. Get back to me whenever you want to. It is. I'm just letting you know what the spider is doing. He's on my face on the wall. It is. All right? Bye, Wolfie. I think the spider left eggs. You better help me. He's dropping eggs all over the place and going to have dozens of spiders. All right, get back to me whenever you can. This is Mr. Bigfoot or Monkey Shag Jr.
Monkey, that's the other one.
Jr.
That's a new one, by the way. He uses his name.
Yeah, you can Mark E. Jack Jr., Bigfoot, spider ate a bug, it's underneath the rugged edge, it's snug as a bug in the rugged edge, you better call me back, it's Bigfoot, Mark E. Jack Jr.
You know what's funny about it? I mean, a couple of things. I'm sure you're thinking the same thing at home.
100 things.
But yeah, first of all, the spider is drawing pictures of him on the wall, which God knows what that's.
The face on the wall, yeah.
And then you wonder, is Bigfoot, why doesn't Bigfoot just take a tissue and grab the spider and throw him outside or squash him and throw him down the toilet? What is going on with the spider? And then the spider is having eggs, but...
Yeah. Making babies.
I think he's off his medication. Is that, anybody check that? Because those are some wild things.
Wolfie, you better call me back. I'm come see you. It is. You better call me, Marky Shot Jr.
Why does he always want you to? Why does he want you to come? Like, what does he want you to do with the spider? Do you know?
Well, Bigfoot thinks that anything in his life is like an important story, so he wants me to get this message out there to the world. So that's the primary motive. In terms of the spider, I don't know. He just like this was like a really big deal to him, like daily voicemail messages about it. He just wanted to keep me up to speed on what was going on.
Did you ever say to him, like, a spider can't draw pictures of you on the wall? Like, or do you ever try to make sense of it with him? Do you say, like, why don't you just kill the spider or put the spider outside if you're, you know what I mean?
He made it very clear that he did not want to hurt the spider in any way. So that's why he didn't want to touch it. But yeah, I mean, he was very, very excited about this spider. So anytime he's excited, I get excited. Like I was looking forward to the daily updates.
How big a spider are we talking? Was it like one of those little baby?
Sit there and stare at the spider just for hours. Like, just for hours.
Out when this fucking spider is blowing my fucking mind up. It is. The spider stole my brain pills. It will be. You better call me back.
They're like, you should do a routine, Chris, where the spider now has taken over his whole life. Spider just emptied my bank account.
The spider's remodeling my kitchen. Very strange it is. Spider just fucked my girlfriend, Elodie.
Howard, his apartment has a bed and one wooden chair. So I just picture he sat in this wooden chair in the middle of the room and just stared at the wall.
Does he have a TV set or anything, or is it just like the spider becomes his whole life?
The spider's my Netflix. It is.
Oh, believe me, he does have a TV set because he never turns down the volume when I'm trying to talk to him, and he can never hear what the hell I'm saying.
You know what's amazing to me too? I tend to look at things like I'm looking at it from the spider's point of view. He's got to be scared shitless of the Bigfoot. Like he's probably like,
"What the fuck is this thing? Jesus Christ! There's a big monster sitting in a chair who's gonna eat me one day. I mean, what's with the universe? I don't understand. I'm a fucking spider, and I got like a monster in my house."
Yeah, the spider thinks it's his house, and he's got a monster there.
Yeah, the spider was more fascinated with Bigfoot than Bigfoot was the spider.
Wolfie, hi, this is the spider. There's a monster in my house, I swear to God. I'm going to catch scabies from this guy. Wolfie, call me back. Marky Shaw Jr.
Holy moly.
The spider sure knows how to pick neighborhoods. He had anywhere he could go. And he winds up in Bigfoot's room.
I could live anywhere in Vermont, and now I'm with this fucking moron. But you know what? At least he's not stepping on me. I think I'm here with the giant from Jack and the Beanstalk.
And oh my God. This story was so stupid. I'm like, no one's gonna care about this. Like, but I was just so fascinated.
I care.
No. Oh my God! What if the giant monster bites me? His shits are horrible. I can't take it in here.
Poor spider. Trying to have his family and trying to make his way through life. He picked Bigfoot's house.
I look at it two ways because I'm looking at Bigfoot thinks anything that happens to him is super important. Yeah. So he's like the Kardashians of the Whack Pack. He wants you to know everything in his life.
Yeah, he's calling TMZ when he calls Wolfie.
Yeah. He's like putting out the alarm. There's something happening in my life. Get here.
So Wolfie was intrigued, so he called Bigfoot up to learn more about the spider. Let's delve into this excitement.
So tell me about this spider.
He just showed up, he did. Seriously, he just showed up. I believe he's coming out with a crack out of the ceiling.
Bigfoot, have you named the spider?
Debbie.
So you're going to call the spider Debbie?
Yep.
Have you attempted to pet Debbie?
No, I have not touched him.
Why haven't you attempted to pet Debbie?
Because he might have some kind of disease.
A disease?
Disease, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, a disease.
I'm thinking Debbie might think he has a disease. Like the two of them are trying to avoid each other.
Was there a reason for the name Debbie? Does he know a Debbie Wolfie at all? Or what is Debbie?
He named the spider after an old girlfriend that he told me was a great lay.
No.
I don't know the connection, but
I love that spider.
I love that he uses the word lay too. That's like the old man stuff. Like Bigfoot, Debbie was a great lay.
And it was a great lay. We smoked some grass and we had a great lay together.
Yeah.
Spider might have a disease and sorry it is. You ever heard of that?
This is Debbie. This is Debbie. Listen, I have to watch this animal jerk off every night. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Oh, God. Debbie.
I think we have an animated series here.
Oh, yeah. It's like Charlotte's Web for like mentally ill people.
And by the way, my name isn't Debbie. I'm a dude. I don't understand what he's doing. He's telling everyone I'm a girl. He tell? I don't have eggs. I'm a fucking guy. Asshole.
I really do not care. I also got an earwig that lives in my ass and named Winona it is.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you had any fucking vision, you'd see I have a little spider penis. Asshole.
Yeah. Oh, fuck you. I don't care.
Oh, fine. Fuck me. I don't care. I'd rather die than live here with you. Honestly. Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Then everything seemed to be going great with the spider until Bigfoot called Wolfie to say the spider stopped moving. Wolfie asked him to investigate. Here we go. This is an unbelievable twist.
He's not moved for a week now. Seriously. I don't understand what's going on with him. I really don't know. I think he's getting high on my fumes. I think that's what the case is.
You think the spider is getting high on your marijuana fumes?
Yeah, I believe so, yes. He's not moved for a week now. I don't know if he's still alive or what's going on with him.
Why don't you get a pencil and just gently tap him and see if he's alive?
I have a pencil. I don't dare fucking move him. He might fall off of the wall.
I want you to do it when I'm on the phone, though, so I can hear it.
All right, let me check it out. I don't fucking know what to do. Oh, all right.
This has been going on for months.
I know.
Let's finally prove if he's alive or dead.
Oh, he's gone. He's fucking, it's a piece of fucking lint, I think. He's not moving at all. It's like a piece of lint was left there. Seriously, I'm not joking.
Wait, it's not even a spider?
I'm not joking.
All this time, it hasn't even been a spider? It's a piece of lint?
It was a spider at one point. It's a piece of lint now. You must fucking vanish.
Do you think the spider turned into lint?
I fucking don't know.
Oh, my God. This is the greatest phone call ever. This is the great, like, he's been obsessed with a spider that wasn't even a spider. It's a piece of lint that he's been treating as his pet.
It was a spider, and then it would lint, and then it would lint. It turned into a spider. I really do not care. I don't
Wolfie.
fucking know.
And he doesn't get embarrassed that he's been calling you about a piece of lint.
I was getting suspicious because I mean there was so much spider calls I couldn't keep up with everything, but like, there was a couple times when he would say the spider just wouldn't move, and I was like something doesn't add up about this spider.
Well, spider had nothing to eat, number one.
By the way, this is the spider. I am a spider. Here's what happened. I got a whiff of Bigfoot's ass and I passed out for about a month.
I mean, the greatest phone call. Do you, like, you got a wife and kids. Do you spend more time with Bigfoot on the phone than you do with your wife and kids? Be honest.
Oh, I mean, the phone calls are nonstop. I said between him and other whackpackers, but like again, this story, like I even told my wife about this story. I'm like, yeah, Bigfoot's got this spider, and she even asked them one day, "Oh, how's Bigfoot's spider?" I'm like, "Oh, it was a piece of lint." She's like, "Are you kidding me?" Like everyone was stunned.
He's a clump
But
of pubes.
here's another twist. Just as Bigfoot confirmed finally that the spider was in fact a piece of lint, the situation then changed again. Here we go.
It's moving a little bit. It's not a piece of lint. It's a spider. It's moving a little bit.
It is alive?
It looks like it is.
So it's not lint, it's a spider.
I fucking don't know. It weren't lint. It's moving now. It is. I woke his fucking ass up. Hey, spider, wake up.
So it's not lint, it's a spider.
Yeah, it's a spider. Yeah, it's a spider, yes.
And you've confirmed he's alive?
He's alive. He's moving.
Wow, this is big news.
No.
It's kind of
We're
fascinating.
going to take him back up there. We'll probably do anyways. can't even come off the pencil now. Ah,
I wish I was there to see this.
he's moving. I woke his dad and dumb ass up.
Let me tell you from my point of view. This is, if you were trapped in a room with Bigfoot, you'd play dead too. So there you go. You know what? You know what?
You know what it reminds me of? It's like
a bad trip.
it's how it's like how cavemen used to entertain themselves, I imagine. Like they had nothing, so like they're sitting there and they see a spider and they're fascinated because it's a new creature and they're like just staring at it. They don't know what's going to happen. I mean, what?
Yeah.
Hey, Spider, why weren't you moving for so long?
Well, I'll tell you what. It's just very scary here, and I told you. And I just said to myself, if I don't move, he can't fuck me. I mean, I don't know what this monster's gonna do.
I like when he goes, "Hey, Spider, wake up!"
Yeah, I like when he's giving Wolfie the play-by-play of something that is definitely not actually happening. Like he's like, "Wait, it's moving. It's not moving. It's crazy."
Is Spider made of lint, or is lint made of spiders? I really do not fucking know. I really.
And he's got next door neighbors. I wonder when they hear all this, what they think is going on.
So you got to interview.
Is he not at that group home anymore? Is he in his own place?
No, he's in a group home, but it's apartment, so he's got people on both sides of him, and he's constantly up to knock.
By the end of the conversation, Bigfoot seemed completely confused. Listen to this.
I'm trying to put him back. He won't get off of the pencil.
Are you going to keep this spider as a pet?
I might do that, yeah. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know what the fuck it is. It looks like lint, and then I don't know how the fuck it changed into lint.
But it's a spider now. It's not lint.
I don't know what the fuck it is. Tell you first about it. I really do not know.
So wait, you're still not convinced it's a spider? It might be lint?
Yeah, it might be lint. I'm not exactly sure. It was moving at one point, and now it's not moving at all. I don't fucking know.
Does the lint have legs?
No.
So then
at one point it was a spider, and it changed into lint since it's been on the wall. I don't know how that could happen like that. All right, you have a nice day, and call me back again sometime. I gotta have lunch. You take care.
All right, goodbye, Spider-Man.
Bye, Wolfie.
Has he dropped the whole spider storyline, or is it still going on?
There's apparently a new spider in his room. I believe the old one was lint, but now he claims there's a new spider.
Oh, I see.
There's one's ass hair. I mean, it could be spider, but it had legs, but it looked like a hair came out of my ass.
This is the spider again. Just one last note. This dude is now talking to his toaster, and he thinks it's a dog. He's petting the toaster right now. I'm telling you, he thinks it's his dog. So there you go.
Well, the lesson here, the takeaway is Bigfoot's home has got to be filthy because it's filled with spiders and kinds of crazy shit and lint and all kinds of
You got a big cock? Can I suck it? Bigfoot. My name is Bigfoot, it is? Bigfoot. I got a 32-incher. Bigfoot. I went gay for a while. Bigfoot. Right. Bigfoot. Yes. Bigfoot. Yeah. Bigfoot. Your cat comes in my yard again, I'm going to fuck it.
Wow.
Yeah, that's just so great.
Powers 100.
So anyway, I was
Howard, Steve and Richard had a sleepover last night.
What?
Yeah.
Richard.
A little slumber party together.
Would you guys share a hotel room?
No, he was in the city, so he crashed at my apartment. He stayed over. We got dinner
really?
and
Does he like use your toothbrush and not shower?
he might have used one of my towels because he does a tooth towel. I don't know that he uses a brush for his teeth.
Oh God, he is gross.
Yeah, he's the best.
He is gross. Yeah, he's the best though. He's the best, but he's gross.
Oh, thank you.
Did Richard take a shower, or is it like, I'm not going to shower?
I told him, I'm like, hey, if you want to use the shower, he was like, I don't know, I'll let you know. I don't know if he did.
Yeah, like, why would he shower at your place? He won't shower at home. So, Richard, how many days has it been since you showered?
What's today?
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Sunday, I think.
Oh my God.
Like a farm animal.
if I was to run my finger along your taint, would it just reek?
Oh, I would get a massive boner if you did that, Howard.
No. I mean, what's the smell like when you like just pull off your underwear? Is it rancid?
Yeah, vinegary probably.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw up.
Vinegar.
Vinegar. Why vinegar?
The Subway was a little hot this morning.
Yeah.
There's
You put a little oil on that.
steamy.
We'll make a salad. Yeah, a little vinegar. Do you ever do that? Like, do you ever go days and then right before you shower, do you like run your finger along like underneath your balls to see what the stink is?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
There's something about a guy's own stink. You know, it's a guy thing.
It's
Right,
been there
Fred?
since St. Patrick's Day. Yeah.
It smells like
My
cabbage.
balls are green.
So you guys had a whole boys' night, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It was Dad's night out for me. I don't get to go out
Yeah,
much
me too.
anymore.
So you stayed at Nowicki's place, Richard, and how
Yeah.
much did you guys drink? Where'd you go? What bar?
Couple bars in Brooklyn. Went and had a little food, and then went to his buddy's bar and had a little champagne.
So how many drinks in total last night for you, Richard?
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's just the first bar, and I'm not even joking.
The first
bar was at least 3.
3 at the first bar. Yeah,
It was much
Don't keep
heavier
counting.
than I
How many
usually
did you have
drink.
left? How much did you have in total?
6 probably.
All right, that's 20.
Way up.
Here it hit the monthly limit, not the weekly limit.
When I was a nurse, we used to say, whatever a person tells you that, how much they drink, multiply by 10. That's what we used to do.
He had, so what you're saying is,
Truth.
you're saying he had 60 drinks last night.
Hey, I still made it to work.
Richard,
Yeah,
you
by the
used
way,
to-
Richard crashes at random people's homes one night a week because he lives so far from the office. During COVID, Richard got the brilliant idea to move to almost like he's like almost in another country.
Pennsylvania. He's almost in
Yeah,
Pennsylvania.
he's almost
He's
in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, technically, yes. And I said to him, "What are you thinking? I mean, at one point, COVID's going to be over, and you got to come into the office." I don't care. It's much cheaper out here. I go, "Of course, it's cheaper because it's nowhere near where you work."
Hey, I
Of course
make
it's
it
cheap.
in. I make it here.
Howard, it's a dead heat, I think, between Richard and Mehmet, who lives the furthest away. But I know it takes Mehmet about a hair over 3 hours.
It's 3 hours door to door for both of us. We've raced like each other to see who gets home first.
6 hour.
I remember when I was a kid, and all the white people left Roosevelt. They all scrambled and tried to move everywhere. And then a couple of the white people had a real great idea. Like guys who worked in the city, they moved their families to like Stony Brook, Long Island, or Huntington even. And Huntington is like a schlep. Like you're going to spend 3 hours getting into the city from Huntington. And all these dads, I remember like a couple of years later, they started dropping dead because they couldn't take the stress of commuting back and forth. But they were so thrilled that they paid almost nothing for their homes, and they had these homes that looked like estates. But of course, they had to travel like 6-7 hours a day. It's almost a full-time job getting back and forth.
Right.
And that's what you did. I mean, what kind of life could you be having traveling 3 hours each way?
People are still doing it.
I'm
People are
making it-
still doing it.
So
I'm
wouldn't you
making it
have
work.
60 beers?
Exactly. No,
So what do you do? You crash at different people's homes every week?
Yeah, it's Steve or Sal sometimes. And
It's probably great though because you can get away from the kids and all the chaos and just kind of hang and be a bachelor.
Of course, I miss my family and everything. But
Of course, you have to say that.
Yeah.
but yeah, I enjoy hanging with Steve and Sal and my buddy Tony, who I stay with. And
How much would you have drank last night if you were home?
probably 1 beer, maybe. Not much. Yeah.
So you guys went out to a bar and then you went to another bar.
Yeah.
And then you went out to dinner. Is that it?
Yeah.
Which was also a bar. And then a bar after that.
Right. A bar with food.
And he's
Yeah.
claiming he only had 6 drinks. Steve, that's bullshit, right?
It was probably a little more. A little bit more.
Multiply it by 10.
I like when he goes, 1, 2, let me see, 3, 4, about 6.
Oh, and the last bar we were at, we were leaving, and Richard's like, "Hey, can we get some to-go cups?" So we took to-go cups, and we were drinking beer on the walk back to my place.
We needed
this is fun.
Yeah, we
This is
needed something
romantic.
to drink on the walk home.
Oh my God in heaven!
Oh, and then we had a little bit of drinks at Steve's. He's got a beautiful outdoor patio, so we had a little bit of drinks there.
He
Richard's
could
like,
have
"It's
gotten up to
beautiful."
60, Howard.
Yeah.
I've got 5
I'll tell you what. In no way it was 6 drinks. This is no fucking
He
way.
just gave you 5 locations, 2 bars, 1 to eat, the patio outdoors. He gave you 5 different locations and only 6 drinks. You probably had 2 at each place.
Hey, I don't really get to go on vacation anymore, so this was my vacation last night.
Well, I mean, it's just out of hand. I mean, when you know about to-go cups, that's when you know you have a problem.
I didn't know you could walk out of a bar with a to-go cup.
Do you like know the
Because you're not an alcoholic.
But Richard, you were able to wake up this morning and just shrug it off?
Yeah, I feel totally fine.
That's horrible. When you got back to Nowicki's apartment, do you like shit in there? And
no, that's one thing I won't do is shit at people's places. I respect them. I made sure I folded up all of Steve's blankets. I didn't shit. I brushed my teeth, believe it or not. So I was a good
no shower. That's out of the question.
Well, I didn't want to bother Steve by like needing a towel and stuff.
Yeah, I just jerked
that's a
off
big
in the
bother.
sink. That's all I did.
I heard Steve offered. It goes, "Oh, Richard, do you want a shower?" And Richard's like, "No, I'll pass. I'm good."
Yeah, I'm okay.
Steve, do you like fumigate that room that Richard was in, or you don't care? You're a bachelor.
I mean, the sheets will have to be cleaned and everything. But I appreciate, folding it up.
Yeah. Well, is it true that like when you stay at Sal's house, you buy wine for the train to Sal's house? Like you'll buy wine and you'll drink on the train?
It's a 45-minute train ride, of course.
Wow. 45
What do you think? I'm going to do this straight?
It's so funny when he stays at Sal's too. He's like, Sal's like, "Oh, I'm making dinner tonight, honey," and Richard's like, "Oh, honey, are we gonna watch a movie?" And they're like a couple.
Richard was splitting the basement with one of Sal's kids, and Richard was saying last night that he would fall asleep on the couch watching horror movies, and Sal's kid would have to wake him up and be like, "Uncle Richard, you got to go on the air mattress so I can go to sleep."
I'm doing the air mattress tour. I was on Steve's air mattress last night. I love
one of the guys. Yeah, it's like you're in college. One of the guys who wrote me on email, one of the listeners said, has Richard ever read the warnings on his prescription bottles? Blood pressure meds say to avoid the sun, which you don't, and cholesterol meds say to avoid alcohol. And the guy wrote that might improve your complexion, but do you ever take that into account, or you just ignore it?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit,
yeah.
What do you mean a little bit?
I don't know.
When do you consider it?
Never actually.
After the 59th drink, he goes, "Maybe I should cool it."
I considered it when Howard.
Stop.
I considered it when Howard said it just 2 seconds ago.
Right. Howard 100.
You know who's on the phone is Jill, the girl who goes to all the concerts, the one who loves concerts. Yeah. Hey, Jill, what's up?
What's good, baby? Welcome back. Missed you, man.
Yeah,
I
thanks.
hope you had a nice little vacation. Robin was saying she was singing to you, and I have to say, I got back from Clapton, and I'm telling you, Robin, when he was singing Cocaine, I couldn't get your voice out of my head singing your
she's
version
some
of
singer. Well, Robin, first of all, has
I
had
had a
training.
shitty grin on my face, man.
Robin has had vocal training, so you're listening to a seasoned professional. When you
I
hear her
made
sing.
that song my own. Yeah, I don't know how he's still doing it.
I only wish there was a Robin documentary, and they have on film the first time Robin announced to her teacher she wants to sing. I would love to have seen the look on that woman's face, because she knew she had a natural. She just needed to mold her a little bit.
I sang you a voicemail message, and you threw it away.
I can't believe it. I'm gonna look through my deleted voicemails because I did not see that one. What were you singing about?
You didn't pick up. It was the millionth time. And so I just started singing, "Hey there, and left my message in song.
Should I look for it? I mean,
we moved up at the end of the show for that, and I just heard you in my head the whole time. I'm like, my friends are looking at me like, "What are you laughing at?" And I'm like, "Don't worry about it."
let me see. Deleted voice. I wonder when it was. I got 4 messages from you, but I don't want to go through them here because maybe
it was
sensitive.
the day I called you on the same day a number of times, trying different times of the day.
Yeah, but you did that Tuesday and Wednesday, so I don't want to.
It's got to be one of those days, probably the last one. Because I don't think I called after I sang.
Yeah, but I'm afraid you might have mentioned something private, and I don't want to play it. So.
No, it was just a song about I just called to say hello.
What about the other 3 messages you left? Maybe one of them, but if I play the wrong one.
Oh, I don't know. What
Yeah.
they said.
Well, anyway, if you want to hear Robin.
Cocaine. Well, I didn't speak on that message. If you hear
you didn't.
singing right away, it's the singing.
Down to the ground, cocaine.
That's it, baby.
Yeah.
She don't lie, she don't lie.
She's very good.
Cocaine, cocaine.
Cocaine.
It's cocaine.
It's cocaine. Yeah. She changes the words.
And you want to run
there she
on
goes.
cocaine.
All right. I don't want to play too much.
Well, that's where my head was during Clapton. I'm like trying to enjoy this concert. I'm like hearing Robin in my freaking head. It was awesome.
How was Clapton? Was it a good concert?
Yep. It was really good. He played, he opened with White Room, which was awesome.
Wow.
He went back and forth between electric guitar and acoustic. Like he played Layla, but he played it unplugged. And it was like, like this, it wasn't like bang, like Layla. It was just very like, boom, boom, that version.
Yeah.
So good, dude.
He played such a good version.
Yeah,
I love that.
He hooked it up.
He did a lot of Cream songs, huh? I should go see Clapton. Have I ever seen Clapton play?
I was
don't
going to
think
say,
so.
have you ever seen him?
I see this video on YouTube of him just sitting around playing an acoustic guitar, and he's really just fucking phenomenal. He's so relaxed. He's doing some of those old blues songs, that all the white dudes ripped off. Yeah. They love it.
It was a cool show, man.
White people love to take
to
the
make
old
money
black
off
music.
of black songs. Yes.
Yeah,
That's
and they do it well. White people do it very well.
They
quite
make
frankly.
tons of money that
Yeah.
way.
and the poor black guy's scratching his head going, where's my money?
He's like sitting on a porch and there's rain coming through his ceiling.
Oh, if I was black and I was a musician, I'd be like, these fucking white people. I wrote these really cool songs. Nobody bought them. If I was like Lead Belly, I'd be all pissed off. These white boys, they take my song and they're making millions.
I've been singing this song for 30 years and didn't make a dime.
Yeah, like Muddy Waters. He's like, hey, guess what? The Rolling Stones invited me to play with them on stage. What the fuck?
Yeah, it was really cool, man. But we got
Muddy Waters is like painting people's houses so he can live, and the Rolling Stones are doing his songs. It's got to be miserable. I'd be so fucking bitter. I'd be like, shit. I wrote, what's that song Muddy Waters does? Whatever. I can't think of it. But I'd be pissed. Fred, what's a good Muddy Waters?
He's performing at a juke joint.
I'm looking him up right now. I'm looking for the Muddy.
No, I remember.
The Rolling Stones are at a stadium.
Somebody said they went and Keith Richards met Muddy Waters, and they went to the Muddy Waters, where the actual studio where Muddy Waters recorded, and there's Muddy up on a ladder, fixing the equipment and fixing the light bulbs and painting.
Yeah, well, the songs he's known for are Manish Boy, Spoonful, I'm Your Hoochie Coochie Man, Got My Mojo Working.
Yeah, Manish Boy, the Stones.
Everybody knows.
Yeah, it was really good. I've never been to a show where there were so many really, really old people though. My friend and I, we smoked this nice pre-roll before we were going in. We felt great. We're walking up, feeling all fresh. And they had 2 lines. There was a line for people with canes and walkers. And my friend was that's gonna be us, man. Yeah, it was wild.
Where's my
Like
cane?
these people were getting shuffled in. It was wild.
Amazing.
Imagine Clapton,
Yeah.
like the audience is like, they got to have a special line for people with canes.
It was wild, dude. I was like, whoa, that's going to be us one day, man. She's like, yeah, if we make it that long. I'm like, yeah, I guess so.
Now listen,
But
when
it
I'm
was
on
a
a
great
cane,
You're never
show.
going to
Played at-
stop, no matter what. You're never going to stop going to concerts.
oh please, when I'm on the
Get me a
cane,
walker.
you're not gonna. I'm not leaving the house. Nobody will see me on my walker. Can you imagine, like, you know, that, like, my mom uses a walker and she won't leave because she's back. Like, she doesn't want people to see her on a walker. I mean, I don't know who she thinks is looking
But
at her.
who's going to see her, really?
No, yeah, but she's like vain and doesn't want to. Like, I know, big, tall, giant me, all old and rickety with that fucking walker, with the 4 prongs on it.
Yeah, you're going to have the extra large walker. You know, like it's got to be taller than the usual walker.
Excuse me, young man, does this walker come in extra large? Is there a, one that, so I don't have to hunch over so much? Oh, I see my mom strolling in with that walker. It's a whole fucking thing. And then it's like, where should I put the walker? Come on, just stick it right by the couch in case you need to get up. No, it's in the way. Everyone's looking at it. Who opened up for Clapton?
I don't think anyone. We were outside. We had to work that day, so like sometimes we had to just shoot right down to the city, and you get in like halfway through the first act, and nobody opened for Clapton. I don't think that I remember, but we went and saw Bryan Adams when he did the tribute for Pierre Robert, and Pat Benatar opened up for him. That was pretty cool.
Bryan Adams did a whole. Bryan Adams did a whole tribute to Pierre Robert, the disc jockey.
Yeah, and he sang the song "Heaven," which I think I love that song, but like it was just weird, like the words. Like I was like, maybe you should have done something like Summer '69 or something. It's like when you're laying here in my arms, I'm like picturing Pierre. I'm all high, like listening, like picturing Pierre Robert, like laying in Bryan Adams' arms, kind of bugging me out. I was looking at my friend. I was like, this isn't funny, but it was kind of like. I was like, is this weird or is it me? Am I like super stoned or is this like kind of creepy? But he liked a lot of audience participation, which is like kind of fun, but like it was, I know, it was too much, dude. Like,
Someone's got to tell these rock stars to knock that shit off with that fucking audience participation. It is so fucking annoying. I paid to see you sing, dude. I don't want to hear the guy sitting next to me who's off key singing.
It was driving me nuts. Like, I mean, I don't mind playing along a little bit. Like, it was a weird night. I got burned on tickets. I'll make a long story short. I get down there. My tickets are fucking null and void. This isn't the first time it happened to me this summer. So I'm like, I'm not getting it.
What do you mean null and void? Null and void? What do you mean null and void?
So I paid like $216 for 2 tickets for like shitty seats. We get down there and like it won't let me accept my tickets. Like I buy my tickets through like an app. And I use this app all the time. Like, it's fine. But this is the second time this summer it's happened. So I have no tickets. I'm staying there with my friend. We're there. I'm like, fuck it. Let me see if they have more tickets. I'm like, you have more tickets? They're like, yeah. So they're like, I'm like, I'll get my money back tomorrow. These tickets they ended up having were like $50 each. So I was like, cool. And they were better seats than we had. So we end up like taking these seats. They were like almost on the floor, center stage.
Wow.
And I buy these tickets for like $100, 2 tickets. My buddy's like standing there like all fucking like, I don't know what to do. I'm like the fucking mom. Like meanwhile, like I'm fucking high and drinking all the time. I'm like, why am I taking care of this shit? But whatever. So
Let
I
me
buy
ask you
these
something.
fucking tickets.
How many seats? How many seater is this place where you saw Eric Clapton?
It was big. That was at the Xfinity Center, whatever the fuck they call it. Wells
it's an
Fargo,
arena.
Whatever. Yeah, it's big.
Wow. That's amazing.
But
Eric Clapton still can fill an arena.
Well, with
by the way,
chairs and walkers, it's
yeah, I guess
easy. They take up a lot of space.
There's a big handicap section. By the way, I'm reading here the Wallflowers are opening for Eric Clapton for all his arena shows. So you missed the Wallflowers.
Oh, wow. That should probably open. We missed it. We
Oh, I love
definitely
those
missed
guys.
it because we got down
What
there
happened
late.
to them? What happened to the Wallflowers? That's Bob Dylan's
One
son,
big
Jacob.
song, yeah.
2 big songs.
They stopped making music, man. But obviously they still are like out doing shit, you know? Yeah, it was the Wallflowers. Now that I think back, I'm like, yeah, maybe that was who it was. And like
That
well,
dude
obviously
from the
it is who it is.
Wallflowers, Jacob Dylan, man. He's Bob Dylan's son. So like that's kind of a mark against you. Like everyone's saying, fuck you. You can't do shit because you're Bob Dylan's son. Meanwhile, he proved them wrong. He had 2 big hits. The band was huge. Good looking kid. They would probably remember seeing him. He's like, he's a handsome dude. He had it all. And then that's it. You don't hear from this guy anymore. What happened to him? What
That
did he
was
get a
it,
lobotomy?
Howard.
That's it. He had nothing else. He had nothing left.
2, and he's out.
And his father was finally paying attention to him and everything. And then I don't know what happened.
That's all he wanted. And then he got what he wanted, and he's like, peace.
I bet you Bob
Whatever.
Dylan was, again, I don't know Bob Dylan at all, but I bet you he was like kind of down, like, this kid, I don't know. I don't have much to do with him. And all of a sudden he becomes a big rock star, and he's like, maybe now I'll pay attention. I could maybe do a song with him. It's like I remember when Frank Sinatra's daughter, Nancy Sinatra, had a hit with Those Boots Are Made for Walking. Frank all of a sudden was like appearing everywhere with her. Like,
Oh, yeah. Had her on every show. They did duets together.
Yeah. Well, that was me. I figured if I get on the radio, maybe my father will want to talk to me. I mean, I don't know. These guys maybe were better dads, but I don't know.
I have no idea what his relationship is with Jacob. Isn't the boy's name Jacob?
Jacob.
Boy.
Yeah. The boy you wanted to sleep with, I bet. The boy. The boy.
He being all modest, the boy. Just that boy.
Just the boy. Boy with a big dick. But, you see a kid like that, you figure he must have a lot of dough because he's Bob Dylan's son. And probably Bob gives him $1 million every year or something. But, he was doing his own thing. I was proud of him. I was proud of that boy. Hey, Gary was telling me he went to a Beach Boys concert. He said, it's nothing but walkers and oxygen tanks. I mean, they wheel in people with oxygen.
Oxygen tanks.
Bring me my oxygen. Like, my mom won't go out because she's on a walker. I'm pretty sure if my mom was on an oxygen tank, that would be it. But no, people, they just want to go to these concerts. Bring it in an oxygen tank. Right? No joke. Right, Gary?
Dude, it freaked me out because I was like, am I that old? Like, people were, first of all, everyone's got those tennis balls on the bottom of the walker.
Yeah, what is
walker?
that?
Yeah.
And then,
I was gonna ask that,
what do you think that is? Like, is the tennis ball thing, I'm thinking, like, they don't want to get their house dirty, so they remove the tennis balls when they come back in. It's like taking off your shoes.
I had to put them on my mom's when she was at the nursing home. They just help it slide on the floor a little better.
Oh, because my mom doesn't have that. She still has a pretty good lift every time she walks. Like,
No, there's no, when you put the tennis balls on, there's no lifting involved. That's part of why you do it.
you know what? The other thing is too, I don't think my mom needs that thing. She just like uses it.
Mm-hmm.
But she kind of likes playing that up, I think. But I don't know. She's 98. God bless her. She's walking around. Yeah, when you go to the Beach Boys concert, though, you got to be careful because you don't want to trip on somebody's tennis ball walker.
Trip, you don't want to smoke. You'll blow the whole place up.
Never thought of that, right?
You can't do any weed, man. Those
No,
tanks.
you better get that little pipe that just blows steam.
But look at Clapton's set list. The electric set list was White Room, Sunshine of Your Love, Badge, and Cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
And then acoustically, Layla and Can't Find My Way Home. I love that song. I want to learn how to play that on guitar. Come down off your throne and leave your body alone. Somebody in the end, then I and I wasted and I can't find my way home. Beautiful.
I feel that song. So good.
Yeah, when I sing it, it's amazing.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. All right, Jill.
Very cool,
Good
man.
to talk to you. What'd you wear to the Clapton concert?
Oh,
I'm surprised you didn't end up backstage giving him a blowy.
Yeah, right. I probably was like just rolling out of work. Like I just come home and just throw on clothes and just go. We have to. Like we got to get down there. Like beat traffic. Like if I have off for the day, it's nice because I can like hang out and get ready. But if it's like sometimes it's just one shot out of a cannon.
You never know when one of them rock stars is going to spot you in the audience and pull you backstage. So you got to
Maybe
look
at
your
this
best.
point you get backstage and Clapton's on a walker. You
Yeah,
never
it's like,
know.
I don't even think they could see me
honey,
from
how
my
you-
fucking seat. Exactly.
how you going to blow me with my walker? Let's figure this out. I'll hold
figure
on.
it out.
I'll move it to the side. Don't worry about it, honey. I'll lay down on the bed.
Hold on to those tennis balls, baby.
I thought there was like a time where Clapton was announcing that he no longer was playing and he was too old or his fingers gave out or something. It was some weird thing, but I guess I have that wrong. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong.
No, I remember that too. There was like a time like he was like dealing with something. I don't remember what it is. But
Whenever I think
and
of
then when
Clapton,
I saw he was coming, I was like, fuck it.
well, whenever I think of Clapton, I think of that. There was a period of time where didn't he build like an entire rehab center in the Bahamas?
Oh, yeah,
like,
it's still there.
yeah, and I was like, I don't know. That sounds a little too cushy to get off drugs. It's a little too pleasant. I think you need like a
I'm going
shithole
to
to
the
get off drugs.
Clapton Rehab Center.
Yeah, I mean, and you're in the Bahamas, and of course you want to do some blow when you're in the Bahamas. I mean, it's beautiful.
Well, I think, isn't that where they sent Ozzy and he was supposed to learn how to
Yeah.
drink?
No, Ozzy went to Betty Ford to learn how to
It was
drink.
Betty Ford. He was
Yeah,
going to
she
learn
came
how to
out-
drink.
He was pissed. She came out and greeted him. They told him he had to give up his drugs, and he goes, "No. I came here to learn how to drink like a gentleman." That was his story.
No, he came down after, getting to his room and says, "Where's the bar?" And they were like,
Yeah.
That's what I remember.
You're right.
Where's the bar? Miss
All
him,
right,
man.
Joe.
He's the best.
You got any big concerts you're going to this week?
All right, so I just wrapped up the whole series, so I'm kind of like bummed out, but I'm glad you're back. I was looking at tickets last night, though. Brandy Carlisle's coming and Florence and the Machine, so I might just pull the trigger on both of them and just say, fuck it. But
Is
it's
it
like
a double
summertime
bill?
around here.
A double
No.
bill?
Those
Oh.
would be two different dates, but I was like just staring at the tickets last night on my phone, and I'm like, all right, don't pull the trigger yet. Just hang in there, man. I know I'm going to end up buying them, but yeah, I got to see Florence. And of course, Brandy. I haven't seen her, so I think that's going to
she's
happen.
great. She's something. Her band's great to watch. Florence and the Machine. I'm not that familiar with Florence and the Machine. I know their name, and I don't know. Do I know any of her songs? Florence and the Machine. I've seen her. Like she's kind of like new agey hippie chick, right?
Yeah, she runs around barefoot and shit, but she's like just a rocker. And she's got this great video, actually, if you feel like watching it. It's called, the song's called Free, but she films it at like this blown out fucking hotel in the Ukraine. And it like goes to like the Ukrainian, like, what's going on over there. And yeah, it's pretty heavy, but it's a good song. It's about like her anxiety in her head. And like,
It says here, Dog Days
this
Are
one
Over.
actor-
Dog Days Are
Yeah.
Over is their big song. I don't know if I know that. Dog Days.
Yes, and we'll see. We're going to start. I just finished 13 shows, so we got to head out to start new adventures.
What do you mean you finished
Summer
13
was
shows?
311, Alabama Shakes, Brian Adams, Eric Clapton, Dave Matthews. Fish was terrible.
Really?
We saw Goose, Tractor Beat. Yeah, Fish was bad. My friend didn't get in, and it's her favorite band, and it was a whole fight. It was bad. I went in 40 minutes late to the show. I tried to give her my ticket. She got pissed and was like, just forget it.
Was the
weird.
band bad or the experience was bad?
A little bit of both. I mean, they're not a bad band. It just was, they do like a 3-night set. So like the night we went, it was just all jams. I didn't know any of the songs. I'm worried about my friend out in the parking lot. Like I just wanted to give her my ticket and just go home. I was like, just take my ticket and go in with everybody.
What is it with
And
you and
she was
shows?
like,
I
was
mean,
on the
they're
phone
always, well, let me ask you something. What is it with you and shows? There's always a problem with the ticket with you. What's going on there? I go to a
not
show.
usually, but this summer. Not usually, dude. But this summer, like I had the Brian Adams problem, and she had a problem. Like we were on the phone with these motherfuckers for like an hour and a half, and
Not that
like
hard.
I couldn't understand. I couldn't understand the guy, so I had to start talking to him in military code. I was like, I don't understand what you're saying. So you got to spell shit out. Like, what are we doing? Are we getting tickets or not? I was like, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, 5. Like, I mean, I was like, you got to talk to me like this. Like, spell this shit out because I can't. It was weird, dude. But
Well, what do you mean?
he
You
was like,
paid
"You'll have
for
your
the
tickets."
ticket.
Yeah.
I don't understand what's going on with her and these tickets. I don't get it.
Well, sometimes she's apparently getting counterfeit tickets, and
Yeah.
other times
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know either. I think they buy it. Like, a lot of these people that, like, sell them on the sites, they buy up all the tickets, but then they double sell them. And I think that's what happened.
Oh, I see.
And yeah, it's her favorite band. Like Fish is her favorite band, and it really sucked because I mean, I wanted to see Fish, but I would rather have her have gone in, and she wasn't having it. Like it was just making her more mad. I was like, just take my fucking ticket, dude. Like I'll go meet people and party in the parking lot or get an Uber home. I don't give a fuck. And she wasn't having it. I brought her some wine out to the parking lot though, because she didn't have anything to drink out there.
Jesus,
when I was leaving, I like saved her some wine.
You're the
Yeah, it
opposite
sucked,
of me.
dude.
I'd be like, I mean, I could hang in the parking lot and party there. I mean, Jill is amazing. Like, she's like, you know what?
Yeah.
Go watch
I
the
don't
show. I can
understand
have
that. I'm on my way home.
like she could have a good time
Yeah.
standing outside the thing and like partying. Like that just doesn't exist for me in my world. I don't understand that. But Jill's like into the whole culture. She's a real fan.
You gotta
She'll
accept your
meet
fate
people and
sometimes,
hang.
man.
Yeah, she's gonna meet people and
Yeah.
hang. I'd be like, hang. I'm gonna hang myself. Never mind, hang. Hang. I
Fuck
told
me,
you.
I was ready to, but I mean, I accepted my fate. Like that's what I always say. Like even at work, I'm like they were like, "There's gotta be time." I'm like, accept your fate, man. It'll end. Good times end and the bad times end. So just keep on rocking and rolling. Forget about it.
I love you.
So I
I
would have
love
gave
you.
her my
Philosopher.
ticket.
See there?
I love her. By the way, Jill's best friend is on the phone. Hi. How are you?
Yeah, what's up, brother? I didn't see any of Clapton with Jill because I was in line waiting for nachos. But I heard that show is good. Yeah.
Yeah, you like bands too,
yeah.
huh?
Oh, hell. You were seeing 311 and Flaming Lips. And we're going to bring bath salts and VCR cleaner. Right, Jill?
Right, baby. I did see 311 this summer too, in Atlantic City.
Yeah.
My friend who couldn't get
Hell
in the
yeah.
show that has the worst luck, she broke her fucking foot. But she still hooked on and got to the concert. We walked like fucking 7 blocks. She's like, I'm fine. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
That was crazy. That I had a wicked UTI that night, so I was slamming vodka crayons, doctor's orders, you know.
That's the move,
Yeah.
man.
Hell yeah, baby. Yeah, we
You
saw
guys are-
Creed last month, and I overdosed like 2 times during the show, straight up. It shit was crazy, dog.
Cool. You girls are a lot of fun. I'll tell you. You're my kind of gals.
Yeah, the last concert, we rode a horse from Secaucus to the parking lot because we missed the last train, and like that show was crazy, right, Jill?
Facts. Oasis. We had to get that horse, man, remember?
Hell yeah. I know we ripped some kratom, stole a cop's gun. It was just like a mellow Sunday, bro. Stiff.
Totally. That's how we roll.
All right, girls. All right, ladies.
We got a big
Thank you.
night tonight, Howard. We're going to do some key bumps off my neighbor's dog's dick. It's going to be fun.
Totally.
Wow.
Cool. All right. Well,
Yeah.
I don't recommend that.
That's
but-
on my Camden.
That's a little too wild.
Me neither.
Yeah,
I'm
you're-
earthy,
you're-
man. I just smoke
Yeah.
weed and drink wine and eat mushrooms. That's how
Exactly.
I roll. I don't do any of that pharmaceutical shit, but you know, you do you.
Right. Mushrooms, huh? Did you do mushrooms at Eric Clapton's show?
No. I did them at Oasis, which didn't help our whole like getting stuck in New York situation. Because usually even though I party, I'm on point. My friend, she's like a mom. She was like, I got us, we're good. And I'm like, okay. And then we're in New York and I'm like, she's mad at me. It's fucking hysterical. I'm like, dude, you fucking got us here. And I'm not angry. Here's a beer, here's some pretzels, and let's smoke some weed out front until the train comes. Who cares? What are we
You
going to
got
do?
the right-
Except
You got
your
a nice,
feet.
chill attitude. You're my kind of girl. I mean it.
Well, you're super rock and rolling. Love you guys, and I'm glad you're back.
Thank you. That's Jill, everybody, who's at the Clapton show giving us a full report.
Yep.
Yeah.
The rumors are true.
Oh my God.
Ronnie Munn's Twitter account was hacked.
I told you my account got hacked. Plain and simple. There's nothing to get to the bottom of.
Who was responsible?
I have the DM right here.
When I tell you I didn't send it, get that through
But
your
it came
fucking.
from your
It
account.
started with Marianne.
There will be drama.
Someone sent me a promo.
That's not my voice, you idiot.
Find out the truth when Howard returns Monday.
In today's fast-moving job market, staying ahead means keeping your skills sharp. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we help keep your capabilities cutting edge with our skills-based education programs designed to move your career forward. Explore more than 135 degrees and certificates in business, cybersecurity, and more. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start May 13th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chef.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. He was in great health. Was out of nowhere, had a stroke. And super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. So even after he passed away, he was still able to provide for my mom. And of course, by extension, my brother and I. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com. Because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test. Just a few health questions. 10 minutes. You're covered. Your family is covered. You can get $2 million in coverage for $2 a day. That's a 10-year term life policy for a 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. We don't like to talk about death in our culture, but everyone's going to die. You are going to die. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, ETHOS, ethos.com/free. Rates may vary, billed monthly. ethos.com/free.
For every live Howard Stern show, there's a live Howard Stern wrap-up show. 11 a.m. Eastern on Howard 101.
If you're thinking about a hybrid vehicle,
I love my Hyundai so much I put it in the garage, but I did not want it to be affected by the elements because it's too good a car for that. I'm thinking about getting a second Hyundai. I have one. I think I'm going to go get the Ioniq, which is a full electric car, and I absolutely adored.
the Hyundai Palisade is another one of these cars that I think you should look into, Gary. It is comfortable. The interior is so remarkable, and a hybrid engine gets an EPA estimated 619 miles of range on select trims. The Palisade, listen to this, has an available class-exclusive dash camera. You need that. Smoother, safer drive, available H-Track all-wheel drive, available front and second row relaxation seat to help reduce fatigue. You get seating up to 8 people, the latest cutting-edge technology. It's a beautiful car. Check out all the Hyundais, but Hyundai Palisade at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete detail. It's Hyundai.
Looking for a little extra fun? Chumba Casino lets you play for free with daily login rewards and a cheeky little welcome bonus when you sign up. Explore hundreds of online social casino games and jump in whenever it works for you. No routines, no pressure, just entertainment on your terms. That's Chumba. Only available in permitted states. No purchase necessary. See terms and conditions for details. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21+.
Do, 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 do.
The Howard Stern Show.
Dude.
Look at this place. Tony Curtis, Jack Carter, Red Buttons. I've seen younger faces on Cash.
On today's show, Howard welcomes back the Roastmaster General, Jeff Ross.
Give it up for the Lord of the Super Bowl rings, my friend Tom Brady. And I had to dress like OJ because I'm about to kill this white bitch right here.
Only on today's Howard Stern Show.
I'm the entertainer, and I know just where I stand.
Oh, yeah. Bulls on parade. Rage against the machine. WNBC. WNBC. Whack, whack, whack. So Jeff Ross is here. Jeff is the Roastmaster General of the United States. I remember growing up and watching Georgie Jessel, who was the original Roastmaster General of the United States. Was he a huge influence, Jeff, on your life? The Georgie Jessel. Do you remember Georgie Jessel?
I just know that they would call him the Toastmaster, and I was the Roastmaster. So,
yeah, he was the Toastmaster, but he really roasted people, didn't he, Georgie Jessel?
I believe he was famous, Howard, for roasting people at their funerals.
Yes, that's right. He waited till they died.
I like to roast people while they're alive.
Yeah, no, you've got balls. You don't wait for them to die. You do it when they're alive. It does take. I still remember that special you did where you started roasting these guys in prison.
Oh yeah,
and that was a balls fucking move. I mean, I know there are guys there with guns who can like shoot anyone if they attack you, but those guys aren't known for their sense of humor. You know, the prisoners.
I remember having a security meeting with the guards. And I said, well, where are the most violent people going to be? In the back, and they go, no, they're up front where we can get to them. I'm like, well, they can get to me. So my opening joke was where my murder is at, and 4 guys in the second and third row lifted their hands.
Did that like? I have actually walked into a prison.
Yeah,
it's a long story why I was there. A friend of mine was a cop. Blah blah blah. When you just physically walk into a prison. It's nausea. I found it to be nauseating and really, really fucked up and scary and just, right? I mean, to do comedy in a prison.
Well, you know what I did? I went in 5 days early and had lunch, played basketball. I took the stigma out of it for myself.
Smart.
And I got to know not just the people that were incarcerated, but the people in charge. And I tried to make connections and ate what they ate and hung out where they hung out. So by the time I did it, I was kind of roasting them almost like from the inside out, like as a friend.
Yeah, like you knew the dudes, right?
Yeah,
like you had some sort of, you didn't go in there cold. Like you kind of had a vibe on what you were going to do with them,
And
right?
that way, when I got to the guy with the swastika tattoo, everybody was on my side.
Yeah, I know. Oh, man. It was a crazy special. I think it was among your best work.
Thank you,
I
Howard.
loved it.
Whoa.
Yeah. Long time no see. You know, you were on 10 years ago.
I looked at the picture the other day that you sent me and you drew me, and I'm thrilled. This is perfect.
Yeah, 10 years. So crazy.
Look at us, still in show business. Here I am, Howard.
I know, amazing. You know what's funny? I went back and watched your first appearance on Letterman when you were a young comic. You'd been in comedy about 6 years, which, by the way, is a pretty quick trajectory to get yourself booked on Letterman.
April 13th, 1995.
And it was a good set, man. You had a full head of hair. You know, it was like you look so young. You look like a baby. And really remarkable because you'd only decided to go into comedy 6 years before that, you know? I bet a lot of comics were pissed that you got a shot on Letterman after only being in there 6 years.
I remember being in a hotel with my friend Mark Maron, and he was in the next room, and I heard him get the call that he didn't get Letterman because we all showcased the same night. And there's this little shitty hotel, and the walls reverberated. I hear him go, shit, and slam the phone down. 45 seconds later, ring, my hotel. And it's funny because when I got that Letterman spot, I really couldn't get on TV. I'd almost given up on MTV and all those cable shows. They weren't into me. And I started doing this monologues about my grandfather at the alternative comedy spaces downtown. And I was kind of almost like over trying to get on Letterman when I got it.
Right. Oh, that's funny. You were hanging out with Mark Maron at the time and he didn't get it. And there's such jealousy, too. You know, I love Mark Maron. I've had him on the show and appreciate him a lot.
I told him what you said the other day, by the way. You gave him that nice shout out when he decided to stop doing his podcast, and he didn't hear it that day. And I saw him that night at the Comedy Store, and I said, hey, Mark, you got a great shout out from Stern last night.
Yeah,
he was delighted by that.
Yeah, he's a good dude, but you don't have a podcast, do you?
No.
You're the only guy who doesn't have a podcast.
This is my
Amazing.
podcast. I spend 4 hours a day listening to your show.
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, everyone has a podcast now.
No, man, I was really kind of playing around with that, but then when the pandemic was over, I was like, I really just want to go around the world with Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock, and I wanted to live my life. I couldn't be inside anymore, so I started focusing on being on stage.
Is that what did you do a tour with Chappelle and Chris Rock?
I've done a couple with those two guys. Have taken me everywhere from Tel Aviv to Liverpool to England Chappelle and I'll go see him next week out at his farm over the 4th. He's taken me to some really Paris. We've done shows together, and it's been a way to see. I always say being a comic is like having a backstage pass to the world.
But it's almost like when Chappelle and Chris Rock, if you're doing it on that level, it's like rock star comedy, right? I mean, these guys travel first class.
Private planes.
Private planes, the whole fucking deal, right?
And the same joke that I've been doing in a comedy club, suddenly I'm in a fucking arena with 15, sometimes 20,000 people. So, I mean, I never thought comedy could work on that level. And you know what I do is in those arena shows, I bring people up on stage out of the arena and I put them on the Jumbotron. Or when Chappelle had his birthday shows at Madison Square Garden a couple of years ago, I would walk around the floor of the garden and with a camera guy. And he said, who wants to get roasted? And people would jump out of their seats, and I'd put them on the Jumbotron and roast them. So you could take it to a rock star level, yes.
That is a ballsy act, though, what you do. It kind of, it still blows my mind that, is it a big risk to be at a stadium, and it's a big show? You got all these people. I don't know if it's like a magic trick in a way. When you bring somebody up cold out of the audience, you've had no relationship with them. You have you're flying by the seat of your pants. You're doing crowd work in a sense.
Yeah, except they're volunteering, they're opting in, and that makes a huge difference.
Yeah, but I mean, so a woman walks up and then you got a worker, and then what if it's just a stiff? What the fuck do you do?
You just...
You milk it.
Whatever. Sometimes it's you whiff, but I'm also confident that if I keep swimming, I'll float and I'll get there. So I just keep swinging.
Pull the curtain back a little bit. When you do that kind of work where you bring someone up on stage and you're goofing on them, you're roasting them in a sense. Do you have a set of standard shit that works and you could almost apply it generically to everyone? Or are you just creating on the spot everything brand new?
It's a great question. For the most part, I'm just in the moment listening and watching them. And they'll usually give it to me. And I don't even say who wants to get roasted. Sometimes I'll be like, who's disabled? Who's pregnant? Who's celebrating something? Whose cat just got run over by a Waymo driverless car? And then, so they're already kind of needing a little boost, a little pep talk. And roasting is healing. Whether you're in a jail or an arena or on Broadway, roasting can be very therapeutic and cathartic. So every now and then I'll have a couple of easy jokes in my head, especially if they're about a certain city. Like in England, I'll know, I can make a joke like this or that. But for the most part, I try to stay in the moment and give them something tailor-made, original for that day.
But how far can you go with it? Let's say a really severely disabled gentleman comes up. Let's say he's got no legs,
right?
And he's having a hard time in life. What the fuck do you say to a guy who's
I'll
on
say,
stage?
listen, dude, sometimes I won't even take the obvious shot, Howard. I'll look it up and down and I'll go, so I guess your barber's disabled also?
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's so great.
You gotta, you know what it is for me? I like taking the stigma and normalizing what's not normally considered a regular person. There's no such thing as a regular person anymore.
Right.
We're all the same. And I like to kind of put all that out of it and make everybody kind of the same, no matter what they look like.
Well, is there if a really good-looking woman gets up there, is that like a jackpot?
It is. It really is.
That's the jackpot.
Just they're dying for attention. So inevitably they'll come up there, they'll come up there in high heels and a leopard skin skirt. And I'll be like, I won't even tell them how hot they are. I'll be like, wow, you're pretty hot. You should get your teeth fixed. And then inevitably I get smacked and the audience loves it and she loves the attention. After a while, you just kind of have an intuition about it and it feels really good. If you can make somebody laugh at their insecurities and kind of own it, it's a really good feeling.
Have you ever made someone cry on stage?
No.
Where someone just can't fucking handle it? You're good-willed. You're not meaning to really wreck someone's life. Nobody's gotten upset with you?
I mean, I can't say no one's gotten upset with me because the only ones who've gotten upset are celebrities.
Right.
And I learned my lesson over the years. I don't make fun of people unless they're there.
Right.
If they're there, then it's fine. But if they're not there, I don't do that anymore.
The first roast you ever did, and I don't know where you were at in your career, the first one was Steven Seagal. It was never televised.
Yeah.
I think it was at the Friars Club or somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, of course. The Friars Club, the old Hilton.
Friars Club. Yeah. And why they didn't video that, I don't know. Someone should have had a video of it, like, even if it was amateur.
Right.
But Steven Seagal, now, I don't know how far along you were in your career, but to me, Steven Seagal seems like a guy who doesn't really have a good sense of humor and doesn't understand the joke on himself. Why would a guy like that agree to a roast? And then how horribly did it go?
The roast, see, now this is the mid-90s, Howard, and I'm just a young comic hanging out playing poker at the Friars Club, and I get a call. It's the year after Whoopi Goldberg and who I love and adore, they had a rough time at a roast. It's a famous story about Ted Danson, and it didn't go well. And the next year they couldn't get people, so now they're going to try new people. So they had seen me at Greg Fitzsimmons' dad's golf tournament. Greg would throw this for the Bob Fitzsimmons celebrity golf out in New Jersey. So Greg asked me to do it, and I made fun of Freddie Roman for a couple minutes because he gave me this shitty, like, dismissive intro. So I just started going in on him, and they were like, oh, here's a young guy who could probably do the roast. So a few months later, I get a call from Jean-Pierre Trabeau from the Friars Club. And he's like, do you want to roast? Him. Yeah. He goes, do you want to roast Steven Seagal? And there was no YouTube, Howard. I had to go to the Museum of Broadcasting and go, what is this all about? I don't know anything. I don't care about Steven Seagal. And Under Siege 2 had just come out, and they were going to promote the movie. And I was like, I don't want to promote his movie. And it doesn't pay. I was like, so I look it up, and I see, oh, Henny Youngman will be there. Buddy Hackett will be there. Milton Berle is the roast master. I go, oh, this is something I can write about. This is something I can dig into. And, the guys downtown were all making fun of me. What are you hanging out with these aldecocas for? I put on my one good leftover suit from the Letterman show that I was supposed to wear to a wedding. I was like, fuck it. Let me just go to this roast. It's at noon. Steven Seagal sitting in there in his, satin pajama karate suit or whatever.
By the way, I mean, think about that. Here you are, the roast master general. You're so accomplished at roasting, and you've become known for roasting. You had no desire to do a roast. You didn't even know what a roast was. You didn't even grow up watching the Dean Martin roasts and stuff.
No,
right?
I grew up watching.
It's crazy.
My guys were Eddie Murphy and Steve Martin and the Blues Brothers, the rock stars. Right. I didn't know I thought comics were guys in tuxedos. And so I'm starting to figure it out. I went to BU. I didn't even do comedy. I didn't understand any of that until a couple years after college. And now here I am. I'm 5-6 years into stand-up. And I go, oh, I can write a whole act just for this one afternoon. That turned me on. Because stand-up, you got to repeat it over and over. It becomes an act. You're building an act. And I was like, I kind of like the idea of an event. I'm writing for an event.
Wow. And it didn't intimidate you, huh? You didn't even take the opposite viewpoint, like, shit, I'm going to write all this material and only get to use it once. It turned you on.
It did, because I'd only been to shows where I was a comic with a lot of comics. Now I'm doing a show where I'm up there with the mayor, the police commissioner, people from Saturday Night Live, what's his name? Leon Spinks, the boxers.
Yeah.
Leon Spinks is here, folks. He says he's going to...
And they're giving you a license to goof on them. It's just crazy.
It was nuts. I couldn't believe it. I think one of the jokes I had that day was Leon Spinks says he's retiring after his next fight. He's lying through his tooth.
That's a great one. It's great.
Then finally, Milton brings me up. Milton Berle. How else would I meet these guys, Howard?
Right.
And Uncle Milty, and he was they weren't televised because the Friars didn't want. These guys didn't want to see the public. The public, they cursing. They're saying the craziest shit. So these guys, they liked that it was kind of a private event. You remember, you would hang out on the balcony like an oligarch looking down on us peasants roasting people.
No, I remember buying bootleg recordings of some of those roasts, and it was always so fucking mind-blowing to hear Milton Berle saying cock or fuck.
Yeah.
It was just like, and those guys worked clean and they had an image and everyone was paranoid back then. So they all wanted it off. And now putting a roast on TV is the thing to do. But back then, those guys didn't get it. So when you go to this roast of Steven Seagal,
Yeah.
and you get up and you started to kill, I imagine, right? I mean, you were just fucking brutal.
I had way too many jokes because I didn't understand the pacing of it yet. And Milton Berle brings me up with this dismissive, like, he just came back from Vegas where something about he performed for a convention of lesbians with dildo rash. Jeff Ross, whatever he said. He didn't know, he didn't care. He was all about, his own thing. And I go up and I just kind of like, hit one, hit two, and, but I save it. And my opening joke is, I'm nervous. And it's 1,500 people at the New York Hilton. And I'm looking around, and I look at Steven Seagal. He has no fucking idea who I am. He doesn't care. He's just, I go, a lot of people you don't know, a lot of you don't know me, but I feel uniquely qualified to be here today because I'm also a shitty actor.
Now, does Seagal, do you look over at the guy to see if he's smiling?
Oh, God, he's not smiling. He's leering at me now. Like, he doesn't quite get, am I implying that he's a bad actor?
He doesn't even know what you're saying.
But the audience is roaring. So now, every time I got a laugh, this was the weirdest thing about that day. I remember it so vividly. Milton was a big guy. Milton Berle had giant hands. And every time I got a laugh from behind the podium, Howard, he would poke me in the ribs and I would jump. Then when I got another big laugh, he would poke me. And the only time anyone's ever done that to me was my bar mitzvah. The cantor kept doing that during my haftorah to keep me from being nervous. At least that's what he told me afterwards. But I'm like, why would Milton be doing that? And then I keep going, and I'm hitting pretty consistently, getting good laughs. And finally, he's just interrupting me. Like I'm killing, and he's interrupting me. And finally, I go, Milton Berle. I saw Milton Berle. Milton, didn't I see you in an antique shop this morning? $800. and Milton gets up and starts like doing a two-man show at me, and I'm trying to keep up with him. Then there were all these celebrities like Airplane Wings down the dais, and Buddy Hackett is like 20 seats down with no microphone, and he just bellows to the whole auditorium. He goes, "Hey, Milton, let the kid work. Remember when you used to?"
Oh, that's great.
So Milton runs down, kisses Buddy Hackett on the lips. The place explodes, and I go, "Oh, there it is, Howard and Milton. Milton and Buddy over 80 years of homosexual experience," and the place just goes wild. And I felt like I'd found my Yankee Stadium in that moment. And I went back to the Friars Club afterwards, and I said to Buddy Hackett, "Why would Milton do that?" He goes, "He doesn't like when other people get a lot of laughs. He was trying to trip you up."
Oh, I absolutely, I didn't know what the end of the story was, but I was going to absolutely say it, that you were a young comic, you were killing, and he could not stand that you were having your big moment. And by poking you is such an aggressive thing to throw you off your game. I mean, it's just it's not like I'm happy for this young kid who's in comedy and he's working hard and he's a talent. It's like, I'm going to fuck you up. I'm going to it's like putting a gun in your side. And he's trying to throw you off your game. It's such an ungracious thing to do.
But I went and had a cigar with him. And I said, "Milton, why would you poke me like that? The only time it's ever happened was my cantor during a bar mitzvah." And he didn't answer me directly. He just said, "Remember, they only remember the home runs." And
what does that mean?
It means I had too many jokes and just edit down to the home runs. And even though he was trying to like interrupt me and fuck me up a little bit, I was like, that's really good advice. And Milton and I did go on to become very good friends. I think he was testing me, Howard.
Wow. Yeah, I got to know Milton a little bit. I interviewed him a bunch of times.
Oh, yeah.
And he was one of those old school comics, man. When I would be back, right before I'd interview him, he'd pull me into a room and say, "Okay, you're going to say this. When I walk in, you go, Uncle Milty, blah, 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 blah. And then I go, no, I don't do that. We're just going to talk. No. You say this, you say that. He was very nice to me. He was very gracious.
Sure.
But the rap I always heard was that, a lot of comics, do you find this? Some comics just can't let you have the last laugh. They always have to try to top you. You know what I mean? There's certain guys that can't be happy for you.
It's funny you say that because to bring it back to the speed roasting, it's also cops. I did a special in a jail, and then I did one for the Boston police. And when I would roast those guys, they always had to have a comment after my comment. They wouldn't let me get the laugh. They'd always have to go, oh, what do you know? Or make some corny joke back. So I think, I don't know what that is. There's some kind of wall up with certain people where they can't take it quite the same as others.
Well, I just had, you mentioned Chris Rock, who I think, was so brilliant. He taught me this. I was with him at someplace, and there was a bunch of other comics there, and Chris said something incredibly funny, and it was just in the room, and people were laughing. This other comic, I won't mention names, he immediately goes and starts doing 20 jokes in a row because he couldn't let Chris have, and Chris turned to me and he whispered in my ear, fucking guy can't let me have the laugh. Can't let me have it. And I went, oh, so that's how it goes. It's a brutal business. It's a brutal fucking business.
But it's also the best. We're like a tribe, Howard. You pull yourself out of it sometimes, but there's no... I think in the old days, the comics were more jealous of each other. But there's something that happens now where we kind of lift each other up. And I think the roasts are part of that. I kind of miss the Friars Club for that reason. But I think when I look, I was out with Dave the other night, and I feel like that's my tribe. Like, I love being a comedian, and I love other comedians.
Is Chappelle right now, for your money, for mine, is he the pinnacle? I mean, the way this guy handles a crowd and the storytelling and the relaxation that he has on stage, I mean, is that it for you? Is he the ultimate?
He's like a folk hero. When I hear him talking, he can just sit down on a stool, take his jacket off, light a cigarette, and go for 2 hours, and not one person will even pee.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. I mean, what you're talking about is like, the creme de la creme of comedy. You're sitting there in your Gilbert Gottfried T-shirt.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, I didn't realize you were that close with Gilbert. I didn't know you knew him that well.
I knew Gilbert very well. I'm still very tight with his wife, Dara, and Lily and Max, his kids, and talk to them all the time. I just saw Max. When I landed a couple of days ago, Max met me at my apartment at 1 a.m. He's 16. We went out for falafel. And
that's so nice.
They're wonderful people. Gilbert, I'm doing this Broadway show, and Gilbert and Bob Saget and Norm Macdonald all died within 8 months of each other.
Yeah.
And that made me go, wait, how? And I had this picture of the four of us in a restaurant booth. And I was like, how am I the one left to tell the story of this picture? And Gilbert had this, Stern fans will know him as this crazy, bawdy, fearless, ruthless lunatic. But he really was this sweet, warm, oddball, but also a great dad.
Yeah, that was surprising to me that he even was able to be in a relationship with a woman, a successful relationship, and have children and be there for him because his character was so out there and so wild. And really, I found, and personally, and I knew Gilbert pretty well. I went to see him in the hospital many times, and when he was ill with, he had gotten his, appendix removed. He'd gotten his appendix removed. And it was unbelievable when I saw him being real. I couldn't believe there was a real guy there. It's amazing to me that you could get close to him, really.
He would just be fine just sitting in silence also. And then something funny would come up and he would have the best laugh. And
right.
There was something magical about him. There's a story I've been telling about one of his last times on stage. He surprised me in Florida. He walked out of my show in Florida, and he told this long, crazy joke about skull fucking his dead grandma. And then, so at his funeral, Dara asked me to speak. And I said, Gilbert's comedy was ruthless and fearless, yet he was so lovable that he could get us to laugh at a joke about skull fucking a dead person. Then I looked at his coffin and said, not so funny now, huh, Gilbert?
That's a good line. Oh, man.
Yeah, so roast in peace, Gilbert. I love you.
Who are the great roasters? Are there people? You're obviously the top of the line. I mean, you're the roast master general for a reason.
Thank you.
But are there certain people who are just unbelievable at it as well that you admire?
Well, I mean, what would the roast be without Nikki? You know, Nikki
Glazer killed it at the Tom Brady.
I mean, come on. I mean, it was an eruption. I mean, it was like people were standing between jokes.
Right.
She had the perfect jokes for that perfect moment to just explode the forum. And it was live. So you really got to give Tom Brady credit for doing a live roast in front of 15,000.
Or was he insane? You know, in a way, I don't know what happened with that Tom Brady roast. First of all, he seemed, I don't know, maybe you can fill me in.
Sure.
It was a great roast. It was live on Netflix. First of all, how you convinced anyone to air that thing live? But thank God you did, because shit would have been cut out. And you know that. When it's live, it's the best, right?
Well, there's never been a live roast.
Right.
So he should get a Nobel Peace Prize for saying yes to that and letting us all, he took the hit so we could all forget our problems for 3 hours.
Right.
And 2.5 billion viewing minutes. And there hadn't been a roast in 5 years, Howard. So he kind of, and I asked him, why are you doing this? I had seen him looking at my Instagram on Super Bowl Sunday a few years ago. And I was like, why the fuck is Tom Brady on my Instagram? I go, I had some jokes up. Maybe it's how he unwinds before a big game. Yeah. And he fucking wins. So I hit him the next day on Instagram going, dude, it's time for a roast. You obviously love this shit. And he writes me back and we start talking, and it turns out, my agent and his agent, they work together, and we put a deal together to do a roast. Netflix is like, sure. Casey Patterson producing all these giant, amazing comedy specials and TV specials. And I'm like, let's elevate this whole thing, bring the roast back bigger. And I said to Tom right beforehand, why are you doing this? And he goes, I love this kind of humor. People are too snowflakey right now.
Right.
No fear. This is what we do, is what he texted me.
But were you shocked he even agreed to it? I mean, because it's the biggest get ever for a roast, to get Tom Brady at the height of his powers to do this
I
thing.
could say shock, because it was like drip, drip, drip. It took so long because he agreed, then he retired, and we're like, let's go. Now's our chance. Then he unretired, and I was like, oh, no, we got to wait till he's done playing. It'll be more fun. Then he was going through a divorce, and I'm like, let's wait for that. Then Netflix was like, well, our festival's next May. Let's wait for that. And let's do it live. So he was already on the hook when I brought the live idea. And you got to give Netflix credit they're a great partner for doing it live.
But that moment where you're up there and you brought up, Bob Kraft, and you made a massage joke, and Tom gets up and he says to you famously now, hey man, we agreed you weren't going to go after Mr. Kraft and blah, blah, blah. and that would have thrown me for a loop. I mean, it certainly looked real to me, unless you guys orchestrated something I don't know about.
People go, did you think he was about to smack you? Like
I did.
He's my partner. So I wasn't worried about that. He's a producer on the show.
Right. But so what? I mean, the guy obviously was offended, and I guess you had an agreement with him not to do this. Did you have an agreement?
No. I knew Robert Kraft was coming. I was thrilled Robert Kraft was coming. I'm not sure everyone was, because it's like having your dad at your roast. Like Robert Kraft for Tom is his old owner.
Right.
And now Tom is looking to get ownership in the Las Vegas team, and he needs all the owner's approval. So I think in a weird way, I think Tom was checking me the way a lawyer objects on behalf of a client, even when they know it's kind of bullshit.
I remember what he said. He said, "Don't say that shit again," like that.
Right. And I just shrugged it off and kept going. And
you're amazing. I don't know how you shrugged that off.
No
how
fear. This is what we do.
Wow. I mean, you didn't get that sense of like, when your nerves hit and you go, oh shit, did I just go over the fucking line? Am I in fucking trouble here? You didn't
I had just come out dressed as fucking OJ. I didn't give a shit about anything. I was in it, man. I was in full. There hadn't been a roast in so long. I was full roast mode.
So go back now. We didn't finish with this. The first time you get on a roast, you're only 6 years in comedy, and it's Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
Does a guy like Seagal, who is humorless, come up to you afterwards and say, "I don't know who the fuck you think you are," and does he want to fucking smack you in your head? What's the aftermath?
Dude, I was a little pisher. It was my first roast. I didn't even go near him. I wanted to. He was like a prop that I used for the jokes. I wanted to talk to Buddy Hackett and Milton Berle and Henny Youngman. Like, I was there with a whole other agenda to like meet these like basically Mount Roastmore. These were the greats, and that helped me like understand. Like, I wasn't really hitting as a stand-up, and I was like, the roast, this is like something that no one really wants to do anymore. So I was like digging into that.
Yep.
And it paid off. I mean, one of the highlights of my career was your birthday, me and Joan Rivers as a duet. So I look back at that and go, roasting, it gave me everything. It gave me this, like, I used to get in this, like, rut a long time ago going, oh, everyone just is saying I'm, like, typecast as the roast guy. And I was out to lunch, like, this is like 20 years ago, or not lunch. It was like 3 a.m. in Vegas at a diner, and I was telling this to Chappelle. And he's like, man, that's your lane. It's hard to get a lane. He's like, make that lane a 6-lane highway.
Right.
And I was like,
he's
fuck
so
yeah.
smart.
Fuck
yes. You're so right. You do these roasts, it puts you on the map. It enables you to go do a Broadway show. It enables you to go do a lot of different things. And you're so fucking good at it. It'd be like, this is see, Chappelle's a smart guy.
He also understood that I didn't have to just wait for celebrities in a tuxedo. I could roast people at my own shows. I could roast prisoners. I could do birthday parties for my idols, whatever.
When you did that, I forget where you were, but you were with Don Rickles, who was a genius and everything. And Rickles tried to rip you apart because you came well prepared. You guys were roasting someone. I forget the story. But
I don't know how you know this story, but this is great.
I heard that it was like a birthday party or somebody.
Stamos.
You guys. Oh, it was Stamos. Rickles was good friends with Stamos. You're good friends with Stamos. It's his birthday or something, and you guys go up to roast. Rickles roasts Stamos, and you prepared a lot of material. And Rickles starts roasting you because he's like, what's with all this material that you've written? He was putting you down for being well prepared. I don't get that. Why did he do that?
Sometimes the legends would give me crap for working too hard. And
really?
It's an interesting story. And there's a little denouement to this that even Stamos doesn't know. Stamos calls me and he says, I want you to roast me. Will you please roast me for my 50th? And at that point, it was either me or Rickles. Any big shot in Hollywood that had a 50th or a 60th birthday, it would be me and Don would somehow be there. Right. And Saget emceed it, and
wow.
And Franco, it was a day after we roasted James Franco on Comedy Central. Big roast with Sarah and Jonah Hill and Seth Rogen and all those guys were there. So I was like, let me prepare Stamos' birthday roast a couple weeks early so I don't have to, so then I'm ready. Because I work at these things, and Stamos knows that. He knows it's like a big ask. I don't show up and wing it.
Right.
I also don't have the swagger that Rickles has to show up and wing it. So I prepare. And we're all in tuxedos at the Sunset Tower Hotel. It's very ritzy. And I go up, and I always go up before Don out of respect. Don's the closer.
Right.
And by the way, I worship the guy, so he makes me very nervous. I don't care who's there if Don's there. Like, it's Don. You're performing for Don. And I had some good jokes. It was like John Stamos is so hot that his birthday candles blow him or something like that.
Yeah, right.
There's a lot of jokes like that. And Stamos is an easy target because at the time he had that D in his backyard from Disneyland, the original D. And
he bought it.
And I go, is that I go, is that your grade from acting class? And I go, do you bring girls home and show them all your Disney stuff and tell them it's a small world after all? So I love Stamos. I wanted to do well, and I'm killing. And I do my thing and hug John, and then Rickles from his seat just takes the mic and he's like, "Oh, you got enough notes there? Did you work hard enough on it?" And I'm just like, and of course, Don does his kind of normal thing, and he speaks from the heart, and a lot of, Barbara and I are really, and it was beautiful. It was absolutely a great way to close it. And Stamos calls me the next day. He's like, "Sorry about Don making fun." I go, no, I kind of get it. He's not totally wrong. I mean, he can do it off the cuff. I'm more of a writer. I like to prepare. To me, it's an art form, not an appearance. I'm like really wanted to roast him. I'm not just showing up kind of to say hi. I really want people to leave quoting me. Like that's my mission.
Again, I'm no psychiatrist, but maybe Rickles was feeling threatened by you. Now, hear me out. You were well prepared. You were getting big laughs. So he had to knock you down a little bit so that he'd get some laughs because, he wasn't that well prepared. And with Rickles, it could be uneven. Like there could be lulls because he's kind of fishing around, looking for something, looking to get a hold of somebody. And he obviously was very obsessed with the fact that you were very well prepared. And maybe it was a lot for him.
Well,
maybe he wish he had prepared.
This is where Jimmy Kimmel would come in. He has a lot of theories about all this.
What's his theory?
His theory is that Don was a little insecure about me. And Stamos might say that too. But of course, I always took it as not a dig. It hurt at the time. But over time, it made me think, fuck, I'm getting older. I'm getting more secure. Why am I working so hard? And it came full circle. Don necessarily didn't always want me around when he was having dinner with Jimmy. I had a birthday dinner at the next table. Don was there, and I was there with Jimmy instead. Don was at the next table. So there was like a weird thing with us sometimes, and it didn't hurt me because I understood where it was coming from. I guess it hurt a little bit, but I understood it, so it didn't capsize me. And Barbara and Mindy, Don's daughter, they really liked me. So that must have also added to this. Like, they really liked me. They would come see me. They would always hug me. If I saw them at a party, they would sit with me. They really got a kick out of me. And then I get invited to Don's memorial.
Right.
And I'm sitting there with Judd Apatow and some other people way in the back, and I'm just relaxing, and it's emotional. We're like at a temple, and Tony O, who's listening right now, Don's old manager, Sinatra's old manager, Tony O, he walks up to me and he goes, "Barbara would like you to say something." And I'm like, motherfucker, I didn't prepare.
Right.
This is Don. This is Don roasting me from heaven.
Well, yeah, in a way, it was like a test, if you will. You go up and be unprepared and say a few words.
And I stand up, and Judd kind of nudges me like, "Go for it, get it, come on." And I stand up, and I just spoke for 5 minutes from the heart.
Oh, wow.
And I pulled a Rickles. I spoke from the heart. I had the confidence that I knew my subject, that I really understood that Don was the Pope of comedy, a black belt in busting balls. It all came to me. And I didn't have time to think about it. I didn't have time to bite my nails. I didn't have time to stress. I didn't have time to call friends. I just went and I did it. And when I sat back down, Judd put his arm around me and he said, that was fantastic.
Oh, that's great. Hey, listen, he was the man. Some of those Carson appearances, when he would go on a talk show, you waited up to watch that. Like, it was just fucking mind-blowing.
Always. And
when he was at the top of his game.
It did occur to me that at Buddy's funeral, Buddy Hackett's, I was very emotional and I gave a eulogy and I happened to be sitting next to Don. And when I sat back, this was many years earlier, 20 years earlier. And when I sat back down, Don did give me like a tap on the leg with his ring.
Like you did a good job.
Yeah. I didn't know him very well then. And it was a long service and I knew there was a little bathroom in the back and I ran back to pee afterwards. And I was in there maybe 60 seconds, Howard, and I come out and Don's standing at the bathroom door with his hands on his hips and he looks at me and he goes, what, was there a dais in there?
He was unbelievably fast. A couple of things I wanted to ask you about. First of all, I didn't realize we both went to Boston University.
Yep.
And you worked at the college, like you had no idea you were going to be a comic at that point. Maybe you thought you'd be in broadcasting or something. I don't know. But you were the music director at the college radio station. Were you at WTBU?
WTBU, Boston University.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Carrier current radio.
Yeah, we were on in the dorms. Do you know I got fired from that radio station?
You were probably too good.
I wasn't too good. I did a routine on my King Schmaltz Bagel Hour, which was my show, about Godzilla going to Harlem, and the program director thought it was offensive. Godzilla goes to Harlem and gets mugged, and for then I guess it was edgy, and it was crazy.
I'm impressed that your program director was even listening to your show because they didn't listen to mine.
Nobody listened. It was on in the dormitories. It was like anything you did was to like an empty room. It was great practice. But how did you? I mean, I'm sure you've gone through this a million times. But why did you realize you were going to go into comedy after college and all of that? That's kind of late to get into the idea that you're going to be a comic. You know what I mean?
It's funny. I didn't ever really think of myself as like funny. Like everything I wrote in college. Short films, they were dramatic, they were intense, like they were kind of using my life experiences like it was an outlet and bumpy childhood and all that. And I was like, didn't understand what comedy was a way to make a living. Nobody embraced the fun. I grew up in a catering hall where everybody bust each other's balls all day. That was self-defense. That's how you spoke to people.
You saw it as a weapon. You didn't see it as a way to make a living.
It wasn't a way to make a living. It was like there was a way to like stay out of trouble. And
so how do you? What is the moment where, like, I guess you were in college when you decided to go up on a stage and be funny? Like,
no. After
really
about 2 years, after college, I moved back to New Jersey. By then, I lived with my grandfather and my Pop Jack. And I was a caretaker, and I had a business. I started a company called Epitome Productions. We would make training films. Me and a college buddy. Yeah, for a couple of years in Manhattan.
And by the way, your parents died young. I mean, your mom, what were you, 14 or something?
Yeah.
16 maybe? Yeah. She died of cancer? Leukemia?
That's correct.
Does it drive you crazy now that, like, they probably could cure her now? Like, leukemia is something, and not that everybody survives it, but there are ways of contrling it now that didn't exist back then.
I get sad. Then I hear you talk about your parents. I'm like, geez, I got out early. I got out good. I got it over with a long time ago.
Right, yeah. So your grandpa, you're living with him, you're running your own business. How do you get on a stage?
My pal, Mark Chapin, who's still my pal, he's taken a comedy class in New York City, stand-up comedy writing. And he didn't even really explain it to me completely. He's like, Jeff, I think you'd be good at this. Maybe you'll meet a chick. It's right near the Port Authority, so you could still get home to see your Pop Jack in the at night. And I'm like, I like writing. Let me see what this is about. I thought it was a writing class, a comedy writing, and I didn't understand. I'd never been on stage. I played in a few punk rock bands in high school and college, but I wasn't much about stage presence. I didn't understand any of that, and I had no desire to be on stage. But when I took the class, I wasn't good, Howard, but I was better than the other people.
Right.
And it made me go, oh, this is fun.
What was the first joke you ever wrote in the class? Can you remember? Is it stand out? Or?
Yeah, it was something about growing up in the kosher catering business and playing Little League and using a Hebrew national salami as a bat. It was like so stupid.
Stupid. But it got a laugh.
Yeah, and the assignments were all like, tell a story from your life, but don't make it funny. And then I would tell a story from my life, and people would start laughing. So I go, oh, there's something natural going on here. And I loved it. Like, before the class even got on stage, like for our last class, you go on stage. I went to an open mic with Mark, my buddy, and started just doing it. And I got a laugh. It was Fleet Week. So all the Navy guys were in the audience and in their white uniforms. And I made some joke about, I broke out of my regular routine. The guy was interrupting me, and I made some joke about the mustard stains on his white uniform from the pretzels in New York. I don't even fucking know, to be honest with you. And some girl laughed and said something nice to me afterwards. And I was like, oh, okay. Maybe I'm not just some fat loser living in New Jersey with my grandfather. Maybe this is some creative outlet, some free expression. And I always love that. Like,
and you started going up. And you kept going back to these clubs. And then you found yourself sort of wandering into comedy.
6, 7 nights a week, 2, 3, 4. My grandfather, I'd take him to his doctor appointments all day, and he would give me a few dollars for the bus fare, the 114 out of Union, New Jersey, in Springfield, New Jersey. And I would take the bus in, and he'd give me a banana. He'd give me a banana and bus fare, and that was like his way of saying, I can't go with you, but I'm with you in spirit.
I support you. Yeah.
He would say, take a banana for the ride. That's my...
when you sat down today, I told you I watched their first Letterman appearance.
Yeah.
And I noticed when you would deliver a punchline every once in a while on that first Letterman appearance, you would either throw a karate kick or a karate punch.
Yeah.
And then I remembered with you, which is fascinating to me, you were like the youngest black belt. What was it in the whole state of New Jersey, or was it in the country?
No, in America.
In America. You started karate how old?
6.
And you were good at it. You were a good athlete.
I was getting bullied at school, and my mom dragged me to a karate school.
And the karate school didn't intimidate you. You stuck with it.
No, well, in the beginning, it was rough. All the kids just beat the shit out of me. I was like awkward, and I didn't really understand it. I didn't have I was in Newark, New Jersey. There was no phys ed program.
Right.
So my mom didn't want to see me become like a wuss.
Right.
She wanted to toughen me up. And thank God she did, because that really taught me hard work, respect. Most importantly, it taught me hard work pays off. Because at 10 and a half, I got my black belt. I was doing tournaments, and that gave me the confidence to talk smack later on in life.
Right, but this is unusual at 10. Most people don't get a black belt that quickly. But you were really focused on this.
Yeah,
and all the assholes who had beaten you up, did you ever get to smack them around a bit with this karate?
You know what? I learned that what it was for. And once I learned what it was for, which was self-defense,
right,
not offense, it became more powerful because it was like the threat was always there. And I stuck up for the kids that got picked on, like I used to get picked on. And I would become the guy that stepped in between the kid that was getting picked on and the bully. And I really liked that role. I really liked having something that other people didn't have. I learned
amazing. It's amazing.
Thank you, Howard. I learned what it takes to be great at something. Because I was obsessed. I was winning tournaments.
Can you still do it?
Yeah, I can still defend myself and whoever I'm with. Does my front snap kick look the way it used to? I don't think so.
It looked good on Letterman.
I can still do nunchucks.
You never got into a fight. Did you ever get to use your powers?
Yes, yeah, I've been in a couple fights, mostly like in high school and college age.
No kidding.
Yeah. And the other day, I was outside. I went to a Broadway show, and I was outside, and someone I don't know that well grabbed me tickled me, came up behind me on a city street in New York, and he grabbed my back, and it was really not a smart thing to do. And I wheeled around, I pushed his hands out of the way, and I cocked my right hand. I was ready to. So my instincts, my moves were impeccable. Like I'm still in it. Never, it's like a thing you never forget. You just never forget that.
Why'd you stop doing it? Why? But maybe you could have become a great sensei or karate teacher. You know, that never crossed your mind.
Well, I wanted to play more conventional sports once I got to high school, and even before that. And I was horsing around with my football coach and tore a cartilage in my knee. And my kicks weren't the same. And I was like, all right, I'll play football for high school. And I kind of did it. I was a black belt, and I was like, I think I want to discover other sports and women and food. And it just was like something that got me to a place. And it always stayed with me, but I knew I wasn't going to be a karate teacher. I taught as a boy to get your black belt. I had to teach adults. That was part of my test. It was and I was taught by cops in Newark, the police detectives. So I was not. It was like being an Olympic athlete. It was a really
You were that good.
Yeah.
If you were the number 2 guy in the country at that age group, it's pretty crazy.
The number 1 guy was the kid who played in Land of the Lost. He played that crazy character. I forget what it's called right now.
Really?
He was like a stunt boy.
So what happened when you got into your first fight after you become a black belt? I mean, this kid must have gone to the hospital.
It was at an ice skating rink, and he was picking on somebody.
Yeah.
And I just clocked him with one kick, and he just backed off.
Wow.
One kick.
That's unbelievable.
Yep. Crazy to think. I haven't thought about this in so long.
Isn't that true about most fights? My father used to tell me that. He said, the shit you see in the movies is crazy. It's usually one guy throws a punch, he knocks the other guy out, and you break your hand. He goes, that's how it sort of goes. It's like it doesn't last long, right? It's quick.
It is. It's like, you want it to be fast, Howard, because you got to know your moves. It's just like a joke. You got to be economical. You don't want to run out of breath and it starts to get crazy and then other people are involved. It's fast. You got to do it quick. It's instinct.
Are you into this MMA stuff? Do you watch it? Are you fascinated by it because of your background?
I've gone a couple times, but I don't like seeing the blood. Like karate is more like broken bones and holds and flips and kicks. But the blood, I don't like violent movies. I know I sound like a total puss, but I've done enough USO tours and been to enough hospitals with wounded guys and brain damage. I just can't be around that. It's not healthy for me to see all that. So, I don't watch too much. Every now and then, Dana White is nice enough to invite me somewhere cool, and I'll go and I have a good time. But it's not something I'm into all the time.
You seem to know everybody, man. Dana White, Stamos, Rickles, Buddy Hackett. I mean, you know them all. You really, people like you. You have a lot of friends, right?
Thank you, Howard.
I mean, no, you do. I mean, it appears to me you're a very social guy. You enjoy the social aspect of show business. Am I correct?
I do. I very much do. I enjoy people. I don't need a big audience. I'm fine at a dinner and a couple of friends. I'm not a big show off like that. I'm a good audience as well. I love the happy accident of where my life wound up.
And where are you at romantically? Are you ever going to get married? I don't think you've ever been married, right?
I've tried a couple times, and I thought I was coming close last year, but more recently, but didn't work out. Didn't work out.
Are you impossible to be married to?
No,
or in a
I'm a good
relationship
boyfriend.
with?
I'm a good boyfriend, Howard.
So what goes wrong? It's the women, or it's not your fault? It's their fault.
I'm tough to keep up with. Not everybody wants somebody with 1,000 friends who's running around all over the world doing this.
Are you unavailable because you're on the road all the time? I mean, I imagine you're on the road a lot.
No. I was sick all last year. I was home all last year. I had a great woman, a great girlfriend, took good care of me. But
is that when you had the colon cancer?
Yeah.
Do you think you'd marry her because she took care of you with colon cancer?
I tried.
Oh my God, this is terrible.
We
so
wanted
what are you
different
currently?
things. I'm currently single.
Currently single, but looking to mingle.
Well, I thought of a good pickup line.
Go ahead.
I'm starring in a Broadway show.
By the way, in your Broadway show, I like when you tell. I'm telling one of your jokes. I'll fuck it up.
No, it's good.
I like you go. I had colon cancer. You know, it gets very quiet, very serious, and you go. They removed 6 inches of my colon, and now I have a semicolon, and I love that. The whole place goes crazy. But cancer, well, I'd had to fuck your head up. I mean, colon cancer. You went for your first colonoscopy, and 99% of the time they're like, don't worry about it. You're fine. Everything's good. We didn't find a thing. The doctor calls you, and he says, instead, we found cancer.
Didn't even have to call me. I went in right after the Brady roast. I'd been working so hard, and I was like, I'm going to take a month and just catch up with myself. Went to the shrink, went to the dentist. My buddy Jordan Rubin for 2 years is like, you got to get a colonoscopy. Our whole text chain, another text chain is like, you got to get a colonoscopy. All you guys got to get a colonoscopy. Let them, it's not a big deal. So I do it.
Right.
I do it. I finally do it. And the doctor's like, don't worry about it. Your blood looks fine. You have no symptoms. I'm just here for a routine thing. And I wake up an hour later and the guy's standing over me. And you think it's never going to be you.
Right.
You know, I don't even like hearing the word. Like, I can't even hear the word cancer. Like, I'm like, my whole life, I was just so afraid of all that since my mom and the leukemia and the chemo. And I'm like, this could never happen to me. And then it's right there in your face. And he's like, yeah, we're going to find you a surgeon. And it's in this part of your colon. And you'll need this, but you won't need that. And it's like a lot to take in.
Thank God your friend said get the colonoscopy because it hadn't spread, right? In other words, it was still contained in that one area?
I found that out later that it hadn't spread. But in the moment, you don't know what the fuck it is.
Jesus. Oh, my God.
Get your colonoscopies and your mammograms, people.
I know you said, yeah, I agree. But I know you said it saddened you that when Norm Macdonald had cancer, he didn't go public with it, or at least tell his friends, because you would have liked the opportunity to say goodbye to Norm. You were close with Norm.
Yeah.
Did you, but in that moment, did you shut down? Because I didn't know you had colon cancer. Did you keep it quiet like Norm did?
I told my friends and family. I told close friends and family. I realized I needed a support system to survive. And I had friends like Norm who didn't do that. And I was like, I don't think I should do it that way. As much as I hate talking about it, and I hate even saying the word, there's a reason that I have so many friends, and this must be it. Right. And my sister dropped her entire life. She's a special ed teacher in Washington State, and came down and hung out with me, which was actually really nice and really fun to have like my best friend with me through this process. And my friends really rose to the occasion. My family really took care of me. My Aunt Donna flew out, made me all the old recipes from the family catering hall, and my cousin Rona and my cousin Aaron and my nephews. And I come home from the hospital, and John Stamos was there with his family to greet me. And my cousin Melinda came to chemo with me, and all my friends would come every 2 weeks to chemo with me. And, you know, it's not the fight, it's the army, Howard.
But you were smart because I think there's a tendency, and you know this to be true, and maybe Norm went through this. There's a tendency when bad shit happens to do the exact opposite of what you need, to like close yourself off, to shut down, and to be isolated. I don't know why we do this as human beings. I do it. And you did the opposite. You said, let me embrace these people who really love me and let me rely on them to give me some strength. And that's really good advice. And I mean, and I picture Norm must have been in tremendous pain keeping this a secret and having to suffer through it alone. Am I correct?
Well, he was so beloved that we would have been there with him, and
maybe he couldn't handle it.
I was friends with Norm, but Saget and Gilbert were really tight with him, and they didn't know.
Right.
And as you're saying it to me about me, Howard, I never really broke this down like this, but I had kept a secret before. And it was really a heavy load, lying to people. It was only about 10 years ago, maybe a little more. I'm on a plane and a chunk of hair comes out, and then I'm at the shower that night and I see hair coming out. And I'm like, I know I'm not going regular bald. Like chunks are coming out. And I look at my leg and I go, what the fuck? There's no hair on my leg. I'm just in my airplane seat going, like, what's happening? I'm coming home from a gig. And I think I don't know what it is. Like, is it some medication? I feel fine. And then within a few weeks, I have to shave my head and my eyebrows and my eyelashes start coming out.
Wow.
So I think that I have some terrible disease, but I don't. I go to every doctor. They tell me I have lupus. I don't. I don't know what it is, but I was so embarrassed. And it was such a heavy load to keep it a secret. I lied to people. I was putting makeup on. I couldn't, and I had that big fro. So no one was recognizing me. I spent 30 years trying to become the roast master, and now I could walk into a restaurant and I look like Jeff Bezos blow-up doll. I was like, what? No one's even recognizing me.
What did you say in your show? I look like Charles Barkley
if he drowned.
If he drowned, yeah.
and I'm so like, who am I now? Who's going to laugh at my jokes if I look sick? But I didn't tell really anyone. I was lying to close friends. I was lying to myself.
Wow. What it's alopecia, right?
Right. I have alopecia areata. So right now I have some kind of mustache. It's the only hair on my entire body.
I was going to ask you, how come your mustache grows and there's no other hair?
No fucking idea.
It's crazy.
I was on the phone with my manager yesterday on FaceTime, and she goes, is that a mustache? I go, what? Because I don't even look anymore. So I was
Maybe,
like, yeah.
You know what it probably is? It's probably your nose hair growing down. That's what it is.
I'm an old Jew, finally.
You're an old Jew.
I made it to old Jew. So that was so much to hold on to, like keeping that a secret. And I didn't say a word until for years. I just pretended I naturally went this way. And it was
wow.
And then when the slap happened and the Oscars and alopecia and Jada, I was so enraged by that I came out and I started talking about it.
Jada was clearly unhappy with Chris Rock's joke, but it really wasn't even a knock, right? I mean, it was just like, hey, because I don't know. And then Will Smith's overreaction.
It made me so mad, Howard.
Yeah, me too.
Because Chris Rock is not just my, like a mentor, like one of the important people in my life. It was like, if he can't get away with that joke, what's going to happen to the roast guy? I'm out of show business. I was like almost crying. And then I thought about my doctor. I called my doctor who's, like a research doctor. And he says, he's telling me about little kids with alopecia who get bullied, and this kid killed herself, like a 13-year. And I go, if someone like Jada, who's so beautiful,
right,
and you can never tell people how to feel. Like I get that because I was also in pain, so I understood. But I was lying. She wasn't. She was telling people she had alopecia, and she was in the front row at the Oscars in a gown, looking exquisite. And if she had just laughed that joke off. If she had just laughed and had fun with it, then she would have taken the stigma away for so many kids with alopecia. So that's when I was like, oh, I can't pretend anymore. I have to just have alopecia and let everyone know that I'm okay with it, and that's just what it is. Could be worse.
I know you're going to be coming to Broadway. So Jeff's been working on the show. How long have you been working on the show for Broadway?
30 years, baby.
30 years. 30 years you had this idea that you wanted to do like this one-man show. That song you do, Don't Fuck With the Jews. Holy shit, that is a masterpiece, bro. I mean, that is a great piece of comedy.
Thank you.
It just is so terrific. and I'm happy for you, man. So you took the show on the road, right?
Yeah.
You did it in a bunch of cities.
Yeah. Then I took a year off when I got sick, so I didn't know what was going to happen.
Did getting sick, and I'm sure you probably thought many times, maybe I'll die. Did you have to do chemo and all of that?
It's 6 months of chemo, yeah. I still have the port in, so I just had a scan waiting for results, but I'm in good enough shape to have come to New York and start working again.
Was the chemo brutal for you?
No.
I mean, it was not.
It was not. It was not like it used to be when we were kids, when my mother had, it was not. It was tough, but it was manageable.
Okay. And so your doctors and everything, they worked on you. And now, did you say to yourself, man, I had a near-death experience. It's time to get this fucking show on Broadway. Is it like I got to do this before if God forbid something else happens, right? Like now's the time.
Right. I did not want to wait for a theater. The Nederlander opened up for the summer, and it's a little like, all right, I think I'm going to have to go right from chemo to Broadway. Like, this is what it's going to be, and I'm going to have a human experience on stage. And
doctors gave you the green light?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Because it's, how many shows a night do you have to do on Broadway?
I don't know, 2 or 3.
2 or 3?
No, it's 8
how many
shows
shows a week? No, 8 shows a week. That was my question.
8 shows a week.
That's pretty grueling, right? But although maybe not for you. I mean, you're used to that.
No, it's a lot. It's a lot.
It is.
And I'm trying to get in shape for it. And I could have done a few weeks, but I said I want people to see the show. I'm going to do a couple months to give people a chance to see the show. The show's not just about me; it's about all of us. I want to inspire people to take care of themselves. I went through a lot of loss as a kid. I want to teach people sort of how to get through stuff like that, and I want it to be a cathartic experience.
Yeah, you've experienced loss, my friend. Your mom when you were what? How old? 16?
She got sick when I was 12.
12.
She lasted a couple years.
And then your dad when you were 19.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Cocaine.
Yeah, I mean, it's so weird. We don't think about that. Your dad died from what? A cocaine overdose?
I guess so, yeah.
What, you're not really sure?
Well, I mean, it was I don't know if you call it an overdose or an aneurysm, whatever it was cocaine, and it was the 80s. And
did you know he was he an addict?
I don't know if he was an addict. I do remember, I put his jacket on one time and I found a little, I didn't know, I thought it was salt. I was a kid. And then I was realized later on when he died that, he was doing coke. And I've never done coke. Weed don't bother me, but I never done cocaine.
Wow.
For that reason.
Wow.
And my dad was hilarious. Part of the show of doing the show, Howard, you'll appreciate this. I hadn't heard my dad's voice since 1985. And I knew I was going to Broadway, so I really started digging through old papers, and I've been saving everything since I'm 15, knowing that one day I might want to write about my life. And I found a letter my dad wrote me on my high school graduation that I fucking forgot about.
Wow.
So now, and I found a video of him just being fucking hilarious at my sister's prom party. So I heard his voice. It's like my parents are coming back to remind me how cool they were and how funny they were.
Are you trapped in that fantasy? I wish my father knew I went into comedy and I'm successful and that I have a career. I mean, is that painful for you that they don't know what happened to you?
It is. That part hurts because I know they would have, not just the old, they'd be proud of me. They loved this shit. Cheech and Chong were their favorite. They would get smoke out and go see Cheech and Chong in New York and come back and wake me up and tell me the jokes. My dad loved Buddy Hackett. He loved Don. My dad started gambling. After my mom died, my dad started going to Atlantic City to gamble. And he'd see Rickles in the the steakhouse at what was it called? Resorts International, that first casino down there. And the famous story about, Don Rickles telling Frank Sinatra, "Come over and meet my wife." Not now, not now, Don.
Not now, Don.
Not now, Frank. I'm eating. I'm working. My dad did that to Don.
Wow.
He goes, hey, Don, my name's Ronnie Lifschultz. I'm a caterer in New Jersey. We love you. I see I go to your shows whenever you're in town, and I'm here with my girlfriend. And if you could just come over and pretend you know, and Don's wink, wink. He knows what my dad's doing, and Don finally walks over on his way out. He says, "Hey, Ronnie, is this your girlfriend, Barbara?" And my dad drops his fork and he goes, "Can't you see I'm eating Don?" And Don cracks up. Famous family story. And
could you imagine if your father knew that you were like hanging out with Rickles? And you were,
my God, it's crazy.
You know.
So,
in fact, that Rickles couldn't even handle you sometimes because you were killing someone. I mean, it's pretty amazing turnaround.
I love that.
I'm really, first of all, I'm so happy. Everything turned out all right with your health.
Thank you.
You know, I think the world of you, and I think you're so funny and talented, and the fact that you got a show coming out on Broadway, who knows? Maybe you'll get the Tony.
Hey,
we'll see.
Who knows?
That would be nice. You never know, but it'll be great.
I hope you come, Howard. I think you'll enjoy the experience.
I will. I got to come see you. That'll be just so much fun. Hear Jeff Ross on Sirius XM's Comedy Greats, Channel 94.
You know what, Howard? I'll make it like the Knicks games. We'll put you in the court side, right in the front.
Oh no! Don't roast me. Listen, I have unlike Tom Brady. By the way, are you still Are you guys cool with each other now?
Of course.
Really?
The guy's the
call
greatest.
Each other?
No,
he's not mad at you.
No. And
yeah. I have a thin skin. I don't like when people roast me because I feel worse.
Folks,
I feel so bad.
You need to know. Howard used to sit in the balcony at the roast, like look down at the
No, I
peasants.
didn't.
But
what are you talking about?
You would buy a whole table in the balcony.
Wrong.
And
I
loved it. It was great. You were like the king up there, but you were never in the firing line.
I never wanted to go to the roasts. I was always nervous. My agent was big with the Friars. And he had a table.
Of course.
And he'd say, "You are coming to the roast."
The Great Don.
The Great Don. And I got to go to all the roasts. And I was so glad because once I got there, I had so much fun. It was phenomenal.
Oh, it meant a lot that you were there. But I always thought it was funny. Like, Howard's up there. We're down here. He's out of the firing line. But then I heard you the other day saying, if I don't sit courtside, I'm not going. I'm like, oh, yeah.
That's it.
Well, the roast, he's in 87J in the back. But
if I come to see you on Broadway, I'm sitting in the back. I don't even want you to know I'm there.
No, you're in the safe zone, Howard. You're in your own exalted throne. You never have to worry about that.
You would rip me a new asshole.
Your birthday roast with Joan was the highlight of my life.
The greatest.
Remember Gary calling me going, well, you could do it by yourself, but what if I do it with Joan Rivers? I go, what? That's never been done.
It was so great when you guys came out together. I love that. Where is Joan? Joan, I can contact her if you want.
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
Heaven. Yeah, just so she can say hello to you. Joan, come in and say hi to Jeff Ross. This might work. Joan, say hello to Jeff. It didn't fucking work. I tried.
What is she, busy?
Oh, God, darling, can we talk? Oh, my God. Jeff, darling, it's so good to see you. Oh, God.
I miss you, honey. I miss you.
Oh, we both miss you so much. Jeff loves you. I love you. We love you.
I mean, darling, I practically invented roasting. Can we talk? Can we be honest, Jeff? I mean, come on.
Joan, your rebuttal at the end of your roast, you schooled everybody. You had the best rebuttal. You had the best set at your own roast.
She did, right?
Yep.
She did. She effectively went up there and kind of disarmed everyone by even roasting herself. That's a good technique.
The GOAT.
The
Jeff,
GOAT. The great.
Can we talk, Jeff, just for a second, darling?
Sure.
I'm looking at you right now, and you look like Jeff Bezos' autopsy photos.
He looks
Jeff,
great.
I love that you're doing Broadway.
Thank you.
I mean, you put the ham in Hamilton.
How dare you, Joan? How dare you, Joan? Kanye's mom had a better plastic surgeon than you.
Listen to me. I love you talking about Don Rickles. You're like an unsexy Don Rickles. Let me just be honest for a second.
How dare you?
I didn't Joan, I didn't bring you out here to roast Jeff. I just wanted you to say hello. That's all.
Oh, okay. Can I just ask a question really quickly, darling?
Sure.
Yes.
Jeff, darling, what is your show called again?
Take a
Breast
banana.
Side Story? Oh, okay.
All right, thank you,
just
Joan.
one more thing,
Yes.
darling.
Yes,
You
darling.
look like Mr. Clean licked his platter clean. I mean,
All right, okay, all right. Thank you very much, Joan.
okay.
She
I'm
is
not
the
roasting Jeff. Okay,
No,
I'm telling him the
she's-
truth.
Miss you, Joan.
She's the greatest of all time, right, Joan?
Oh, she just really, really made me laugh. And I learned a lot from her. And I remember being so honored. Like, I was on the road. I had to cancel a big money gig, buy a suit, basically on my way to the airport, flew all night, landed 7 a.m, and got to go to her funeral. And your speech was presidential. Your eulogy of Joan was one of the most beautiful things I ever heard.
Listen, when I told the rabbi that Joan's vagina was so dry, he seemed very, very happy to hear about her dry vagina.
We needed that. That's how Joan would have loved it. She would have loved that tribute for sure, Howard.
Can you believe how she died? It's so fucking crazy.
Elective surgery.
Sad.
Elective surgery.
Well, she was having some kind of vocal problem. She always had problems like polyps or something with her voice, but she really didn't need to go in. But she went.
Fakakta doctor taking a picture.
Some story like that. I never know. Listen, I don't want to say anything. Because I really don't know the story, but it's so fucking sad. It is sad watching all your heroes go, right?
Well, she didn't get that victory lap. She didn't get, Don went to his 90s. Don got to really be lauded by the industry, and so much respect got thrown his way. And it's one of the reasons I want to really take care of myself and live, is Gary and I were talking about that before. This is the time where we really have to take care of ourselves because you want to go the distance. She didn't get that chance, and that's sad. And neither did Norm. And, it's one of the reasons that I wanted to do the show is to keep their names alive.
You're a gracious guy. You're a generous guy. You're generous to other comedians, and I really love that about you. And I'm so glad to touch base with you and see you here today. And I don't know, you're just one of the good guys in comedy, and I know everybody loves you, and I do too.
Thank you.
And
thanks for having me on as your last guest before the summer break.
Yes.
How do you know?
Go away.
How do you know you're on vacation if you just play guitar and paint all the time? How do you even know you're on vacation?
That's all I want to do. I mean, I'm going to do a deep dive into. Do you play guitar, huh?
I play a little guitar.
You never got the black belt in guitar, though. You didn't go the distance.
I was never that good. And I do sing in the show, and there is some music in the show. So I am kind of a wannabe musician, but nothing like. I respect that you and Robin with her finance stuff. I've been listening a lot lately. I like that the two of you are still evolving as human beings, and I think that's what keeps you healthy. It keeps your brain healthy. It keeps your body healthy.
I agree.
Keep trying new things, no matter how old you are.
It is so humbling to try to learn something new at this point in my life, because you have to go in there, and it's almost like you're an idiot. You have to reduce yourself to a beginner. But the learning it engages your mind so much. It's so soothing. It's like a salve on whatever's bothering you. And I think it is the secret to just keep learning new things and to who knows. But anyway, I love the new mustache, by the way. That's the real takeaway. That you somehow grew a mustache.
I got to try it out right here.
You did. No, you listen. Speaking of musicals, Jeff does have a couple of songs in his new play, and it's very funny.
I can't even believe it. It's like I went to see Jackie Mason's one-man show when I was a teenager. My Aunt Bess took me, and I remember every joke of it. And I said, that's the penultimate comedy moment right there. Just one person commanding the stage for 90 minutes and saying whatever they want and making people happy.
You talk about the comedy greats. That Jackie Mason Broadway show was, there's not a word to describe how funny it was. What a brilliant guy. And yet he's a guy, I don't know, I feel like, okay, later in life he had that hit TV show, and he did get he got his due, but not enough.
Right.
Right? He seemed to be disrespected. I don't know if it was the accent or what the fuck.
I don't know. I think that maybe he wasn't always, I don't know enough. I didn't know him well. I only shook his hand a couple times. But I remember that he kind of opened up his style of comedy to a much bigger audience, and I thought that was pretty cool.
That was cool. Yeah, no. Yeah, well, listen, you're going to join the greats on Broadway. Hear Jeff Ross on Sirius XM's Comedy Greats, Channel 94. We love him. All right, Jeff, good to see you. And
Shout out
for
to
doing
Ross
the show.
Sapin. Shout out to Robin. Shout out to Gary. This meant so much to be here, Howard. I love you.
I love it.
I love you. You're the king, and I'm a fan for life.
I love you, and thank you for not shouting out to Fred. I hate when guests do that.
Well, Fred fucking walked right by me in the hallway like I was...
like schlub.
Yeah.
He didn't shout you out either.
I was like, what happened there? What happened?
He remembers you with the hair. That's the problem.
I
think
guess
he
so.
just-
As
yeah,
if Fred's aging so well. He looks like REO Speedwagon's manager. I don't even recognize him.
Oh, man. Thanks, Jeff.
Love
Great
you.
seeing you.
Peace.
I love you.
Wonderful, wonderful to see
Jeff
you.
Ross.
Thanks, Rob.
The Howard Stern Show. No Shoes Radio is celebrating 10 years on SiriusXM with an intimate concert by Kenny Chesney. Live from the Floribama in Perdido Key, Florida. Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 Pacific.
No Shoes Radio.
Channel 59 and in the SiriusXM app.
In today's fast-moving job market, staying ahead means keeping your skills sharp. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we help keep your capabilities cutting edge with our skills-based education programs designed to move your career forward. Explore more than 135 degrees and certificates in business, cybersecurity, and more. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start May 13th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chef.
Looking for a little extra fun? Chumba Casino lets you play for free with daily login rewards and a cheeky little welcome bonus when you sign up. Explore hundreds of online social casino games and jump in whenever it works for you. No routines, no pressure, just entertainment on your terms. That's Chumba. Only available in permitted states. No purchase necessary. See terms and conditions for details. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21+.
Guys, if you want the greatest night of your life, I mean your best night ever, then you gotta hear this. There's a great ED pill out, and it's from the makers of Viagra. It's their ED pill called Viagra AGV, and it's unbelievable. It works super fast in as little as 12 minutes and lasts up to 12 hours. Plus, it's FDA approved and safe. You need to try it for yourself. It's unreal what it does to you. Viagra AGV crushes every other ED pill, and it's endorsed by the head of urology at the prestigious Cedars-Sinai Hospital in Beverly Hills, Dr. Dudley Danoff. Every man alive needs to try this amazing, remarkable Viagra AGV pill at least once. It's beyond belief. Then you'll know why men are going crazy over it. So if you want to have the most incredible night of your life, you can't miss this. Go to scoreblue.com and try it while supplies last. Go to scoreblue.com, scoreblue.com. That's scoreblue.com. Viagra AGV is available only at scoreblue.com by prescription, no doctor visit.
Robin Ophelia Quivers.
Hello.
Remember me?
No.
Let me tell you something. You have gorgeous balls.
Who the hell is this?
All the other guys are jealous of your balls.
No, they're all shriveled up. Okay.
The Howard Stern Show.
Oh, my God.
Welcome to Pussy Talk with Stern Show personality Ronnie Mund and producer Michael Perlman. Ronnie, what do you love so much about pussy?
That it drips. It's wet. Feels good when you put your dick in it.
Yeah, fucking right.
Depending on the girl, it smells good. And I love eating it.
Yeah, eating it. Mike, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, you love how it looks, how it feels when you stick it in, you know. Sometimes the smell can be erotic.
Gotta stick it in. Yeah, erotic.
It's pussy, man. It's pussy, man. I like a clean, like right out of the shower. That's what I like.
And sometimes a little dirty is good, too.
Natural. I like a nice smelling, clean pussy. That it doesn't smell like piss.
Right. I don't like that.
Michael Perlman, you have any tips on the best way to finger a woman?
When you do stick your finger in, you want to hit the G spot.
Oh, here we go again.
You're gonna have to curl back.
Dude, you know what that is? That's the fucking extension of the clit. That's what you're fucking touching.
But
you
it's a whole different area, you dopey moron.
It's the extension of the clit that has 8,000 fucking nerve
but the main
endings in
part
it.
of the clit is right there. I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Fuck. That was Pussy Talk with Ronnie Mund and Michael Perlman.
Here's Bobo. Hey, Bobo. I haven't spoken to you in a while. Must be killing you.
Yeah, how you doing there, Howard?
Hey.
Yeah, but before I go to my
When you
question, I
say
just wanna
say, "Hey, Howard, how you doing there?" That's your thing. Like that's because you'd say the same thing every time you get up. Yeah.
like a hey now,
Right. Hey, Howard, how you
doing?
doing there? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you mind doing it again?
You like it so much.
Yeah. Well,
hey
I
now,
want to hear
Howard,
you.
how you doing there?
Hey now, how? Hey now, Howard, how you doing there?
Yeah.
Is that ending a
how
sentence
you
with a
doing?
preposition, Robin?
Well, it should be
real
how
good.
you doing. Not there. We can leave there out.
Yeah, it's not a preposition. It's just a stupid question.
Can you say it
It's not
both
even a
ways?
question.
Could you say one with the at the end of the sentence there and then not use there, and I'll tell you which one I like better. Go ahead.
All right. Hey now, Howard, how are you? Hey now, Howard, how you doing?
No. One, just leave out the word there at the end, and then put the word there in at the end. Go ahead.
All right. Hey now, Howard, how you doing?
There.
Hey now, Howard, how you doing there?
I don't think you said hey now.
No,
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I
you
don't.
said, "Hey, Howard."
I think you
Yeah,
forgot
it's
your own
not
line.
Structured like I just whatever I feel like saying.
Oh, I thought it was a thing, like a very specific.
No, it's whatever I feel like, coming off with.
I see. Okay.
Sometimes I
just-
improvise. That's my signature.
right.
How now, brown cow, Howard? How there? How you doing?
Anyway, what's on your mind, Bubba? What can I do for you?
But before I go to my question, I have 10 days to my surgery, and I met with the surgeon yesterday. They're going to put
All
a
right,
mini
go on to your question.
sling.
What's your question?
Oh, okay. Who would you choose, if any, to be in your inner circle of your staff that you would want to stay in contact with after you retire? If any.
Wow.
Wow.
Who would you choose, if any?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Ah.
I mean,
Good
you do have
question.
an inner circle, right?
What do you mean an inner circle? I don't have any circle.
Like when you leave, are you just going to say, "Okay, that's it, goodbye"?
That's it.
I mean,
Goodbye.
you're gonna-
That's what I'm going to say.
You're going to keep.
I work.
You know what I
First of
mean?
all, I don't want to talk to any of them now. What do you think? I don't. Why would I talk to them after I leave? I'm done. When I retire from this, if I ever get to retire, I don't even know if I will. I'll probably die doing this fucking show.
Yeah.
And I don't talk to anybody from the show. I mean, the exception of Robin. That's it. And then once I retire, I'm not calling Robin. Of course not.
Oh, how dare you!
No, I mean,
Come
you and
to
I.
your house and haunt you.
No. If the show is over, and anyone can attest to this, Robin, and you know it's true. And I'm not. I just don't really talk to anybody from the show, with the exception of you. I mean, I find Gary, I get super annoyed with when he talks to me outside of work. He contacted me about his charity work. I'm so annoyed. And
What about Fred?
I never talk to. Never.
Oh, come on. You
Never.
gotta
Yeah, but
talk
you
to
guys
Fred at least once a year.
Nope. Why would I do that? Yes.
Fred is brilliant on the guitar, right? And you'll learn the guitar now. He's
So
a good
what?
mentor. Wouldn't he be a good
Mentor?
house guest? Would Fred be a good house guest? at your house?
No. He doesn't leave.
Would you have lunch with Fred? Your thoughts.
No.
Would you give me a 1-800 number if you retire so that I could call you?
No. Once I retire, I'll disappear. I'm not going to be like The Who and come back and do a concert. Say, we're leaving, and then the next thing you know, they're back.
They're still touring.
Yeah.
Would you pray to Christ with Fred? Your thoughts.
All right, Bobo, I got to go because we're going to make
One more
medicated.
thing.
Yes.
All right, one more thing. Would you come back to do a special like once a month, from your house, like you do, like a surprise show? Would you gather
Well, I mean,
everybody up? And say, "Hey,
that
let's
means
do a
I'm not.
surprise show"?
That would mean I'm not retired. That would mean I'm working.
Yeah.
Well, not really. You could just come back and do a show from the house.
Well, that would be. Well, if I'm doing a show, I might as well get paid for it. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that's something. Yeah.
I mean, why would I do a show? What do you mean do it?
Well, like sporadic. Like if you just want to come on the air, just say something. You want to gather everybody. It's been 6 months.
Well, then
Hey,
I would
guys,
continue
let's get
working.
together. Well, it's like everybody's retired already. Gary's retired.
Well, here is
Fred's
Bobo.
retired,
Here's
Bob.
Chris.
Richard.
This is Chris from Canada. Go ahead.
Oh my God, Howard! I was ready to compliment you on such a great week without Bobo, and then you had to pull this.
Come
you get
on,
to medicate. Bobo, you are the worst. You are the worst caller, and the problem with this too is it's going to trigger bad Bobo calls on Sternthology and on the wrap-up show and all this shit. And then we got to listen to them all weekend.
Well, Chris is making a very good point. Chris from Canada. There you go. Chris is.
If you haven't heard from me, you're not from this planet. Douchey and self-absorbent.
It stands for Bo.
Bobo.
It stands for Bo.
Bobo.
He's the shittiest caller on the Howard Stern show. It stands for Bo. It stands for
Bobo.
It stands for Bo.
Bobo.
Because it's called it too long.
But I have something else.
And he's such a moron.
Hey.
Oh, that's so mean, Bobo. Don't worry about it.
That's all right.
You didn't hit a home run today, but it's okay. Who cares?
It's all good. That's what I say. It just stays
That's
alone.
right.
Who cares?
Right.
Who cares?
If you're not hating on you, you're not doing your job, right?
I'm like Walkie. I keep punching myself in the face. Your thoughts? I have one more question. Would you, if you retire, have a mani-pedi with me? Your thoughts?
No. All right, Bobo. Thank you.
Howard 100.
A lot of people wrote us about last week's programs. A lot of mail was generated by the fact that Gary went and got new headshots.
Oh, really? Why did people write in about that?
Well, because he knew I was irritated. I mean, Gary's on his fourth headshot. I mean, I thought I was the star of the show. Certainly you. I could understand if you had 4 headshots, and I don't think you do.
I don't remember how many headshots I have.
Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable. Gary got new teeth, and he decided to get new headshots. And then he went and he bothered some poor photographer here at Sirius to take his pictures, and they did a whole photo shoot. People wrote in, all of Gary's headshots throughout the years would probably look like the evolution of man. You know how when man comes out of the sea?
Yes.
Howard, I don't think it's possible that Gary gets 2 requests per month for his headshot. That's true. I don't know who he's sending these to. And Baba Booey should now only be referred to as Baba Bimbo.
What?
Please keep interrogating him about his motivations behind all of his recent improvements. Who's he trying to impress? Anyway, so they sent me 2 headshots of Gary, and he can't decide which headshot. He did over 250 photographs of himself, and he's narrowed it down to 2. He's always leaning against. He's leaning against the wall in this one that I'm looking at. He's casual. Like he's just, hey, somebody saw him leaning against a wall and took his picture. And then, I don't know, then there's another one with a big new smile of his.
Well, surely he wants to show off his smile, doesn't he?
Yeah. And he's got his hands in his pockets like a guy doing no work. So I think it's just kind of leaning against the wall, not really having anything to do. Very relaxed. Here I am, leaning against the wall. My hands are in a pocket, doing 0 work. If you'd like a picture of that, please contact me. We attempted, I think, to interview the photographer. She wanted nothing to do with it. So.
Oh, really?
Right.
Well, that could be taken a lot of different ways.
Yeah. Who knows? Oh, you say, the photographer wants to come on the air right now, but wants to hide their identity. Why do you want to hide your identity?
Hi, Howard. I fear retribution. A big part of the photo shoot was Gary saying, "This is how we do things here. You should just do it. You should know. I'm famous. I'm famous." So I fear he'll take it out.
You fear no. All right, get out of here. Goodbye.
He kept saying he was going to do a sexy one, but he never did.
Okay. Gary's photos inspired our staff. The writers submitted over 100 jokes in 15 minutes about this on Thursday, which was a record.
Wow.
About Gary's headshot. I don't know. I just found
Pens
it annoying.
were flying across the page, huh?
It doesn't annoy you that like Gary had nothing better to do than to walk around, bring in several outfit changes, and take new pictures. I mean, doesn't it bother you? Why does it bother me so much? Would you explain to me why it bothers me so much?
Look, I don't know that Gary did this during office time. Maybe it was
no. He says afterwards.
Right. And so then that's okay. He didn't cost the company money. That's another good point.
Did he or didn't he? I mean, I'm sure the photographer could have been busier doing other things.
Well, I'm sure he or she picked out the time that worked for her, where she had nothing else to do but take pictures of Gary.
Well, no more pictures of Gary. That's what there's a new edict. No more. Are we done, Gary? Is that it? No more headshots?
This is your last headshot.
Yeah, it's enough.
Yeah, I think I'm at my apex now as far as like looks and age. It's all downhill from here.
Okay, so that's it. We're done now. Did you decide which picture did you go with for your new headshot?
I think I'm going to use the one leaning as the headshot that I signed, and then the other one I would use if somebody needed it for for press or something.
Wow. Oh, okay. So you'll have two new headshots. Right. Okay,
but really only one that I'm sending out.
Sounds like a good plan. Two headshots. See, one for what is it? One for signing.
Right.
Yeah, and then the other one is for
publicity.
So when I did that
publicity.
When I did that charity event, I did an article, an interview in the Hollywood Reporter. They asked me for a picture, and I didn't have one.
I see.
So I would have sent them that other one, is what I'm saying.
Nice. All right. Well, there you go. When Gary's doing press and his fans are asking for pictures, he'll be prepared now. I'm glad. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that insight. Never would have occurred to me to have multiple press photos. Well, I don't have the career Gary has. It's impressive.
Well, there are many sides to Gary. Apparently you're one thing, and Gary has many sides.
Yeah. I swear to you, when I got into radio, it never occurred to me that one day I would even have anybody working with me, let alone a producer. And then
your producer would need a headshot.
Yeah, that one day my producer would need multiple headshots for his interviews and his fans. I would think if I was to reflect back on my life, the biggest mistake I made was putting Gary on the radio. Like I should have.
Howard,
because then I would have just had a producer.
How are you going to not put Gary on the radio?
I know. I couldn't resist.
From the name to everything else that went along with him, it had to happen.
Fabulous.
Gary Delabicio.
Right. Gary Delabicio. The name even.
Buki, Dilo, Dulu, Buki.
Delabuki. Lou, you're on the air in Connecticut.
Hey, Howard, how are you?
Hey.
So I was wondering, you were talking last week about Gary and the 4 headshots, and it kind of really got you going. I was wondering, from a fan perspective, would you guys be willing to release, in just like a side-by-side, like all 4 headshots? I feel like this would be very Darwinian. We could see like the evolution of Gary, like the evolution of man. Like the picture where you see on the left side, it's like the knuckle dragging, like kind of Neanderthal. And then as you go to the right, suddenly he's walking upright.
We
like
could
the
do
further
that.
You go.
We could release all 4 and play this music behind it. Sure, we can put that together.
Howard, I take I take this as an enormous compliment because all I'm hearing is I've just gotten better looking.
There you
Gary,
go. That's all
you're
Gary's hearing.
absolutely right. I
He
mean,
doesn't
no one
see it
can
as an
argue with that.
insult.
I think you really are blooming right now. Like you're doing well, man. I applaud you. I think anyone who has the ability to improve themselves like that should. But it's still a remarkable contrast from where you started.
There you go, Gary, getting better looking and better looking, and everyone excited about it. Yeah,
I will pull together all the knuckle dragging photos I can find.
good. Thank you for that, and we'll put together a special around it. Fafa Fooey, busy with photo shoots. Kenan Thompson from Saturday Night Live.
Hey, man!
You did the Fat Albert movie, and Cosby came up to you. He sort of gave you a warning.
Well, when the movie comes out, you're going to have to get 2 dicks because the women are going to be all over you. Howard 100.
Very sensitive to noise. I'm very, very fucking sensitive. Man, I go for a walk yesterday. I was by myself, Beth with me, and I'm out in the country, supposedly. These guys, I know they're making a living. The landscaping companies. There's like every block I walked on was about 700 dudes with those leaf blowers. Holy
yes.
fuck! There used to be a thing when I'd walk by. The guy would turn off the leaf blower out of respect to a pedestrian walking.
Yeah.
Now they don't. Now they don't even care. They just
Really?
Oh my god! And then there was some ordinance passed out by where I live, where you could no longer use a gas-powered leaf blower. You can only use electric ones. And I know these guys are pissed because the old leaf blowers were like fucking crazy. You'd point them at the leaves.
Really
and leaves would go
powerful.
oh my god! It would just be like it was like a tornado would hit when they pointed that thing. Once they accidentally pointed at me, I blew off into the into the opposite block. I lifted right off my feet. Yeah, I mean, and the leaves would go flying. They became like ninja stars, to go right through your head if it hit you.
That's right. They cut you.
Yeah, they cut you. Careful. But oh my, this is the noise, and except it's 20 times louder. And like if I'm on the phone or trying to do business, or even if I'm just trying to peacefully get some quiet after wearing headphones all morning, it's like I'm such a crotchety old man. I'm just like And what they're blowing these leaves. There was a guy the other day, I swear to God, I was going to yell at him. He's blowing the road. There ain't no fucking leaves. There's nothing there. I know what he's doing. The other dudes are doing the heavy lifting. He's in the street with the leaf blower. He's like, fuck, I'm on leaf blower today. It's great. And they stand there and they blow the road. If you'll pardon the expression. I see he's like blowing the dirt in the road. And I'm like, dude, enough. We get it. This isn't the Wizard of Oz, where yellow brick road. You don't have to clean it that much. It's the street. Me personally, the thing I love about fall are the fucking leaves, like laying on the ground, the multiple colors and all that stuff. But these guys won't have any of it.
You can't leave those leaves there.
Oh,
People will complain.
No,
People will complain.
You must have leaves blown away.
He hasn't picked up his leaves. They're blowing into my yard.
He's ruining the cost of our homes. The whole look of the neighborhood is up. There are actual leaves laying on. I mean, I don't know, but I think the leaves would leave some mulch or something. I'm not an expert in this area, but it would seem to me it might be good to have a couple of leaves land on the property and maybe turn into fertilizer or something.
I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
Who decided that leaves are a bad look?
Everybody's lawn has to be manicured.
Yeah, evidently.
Everything, I love when they go with that little edger so that no grass is hanging on the sidewalk.
I'm in love with that edger. I turned to my wife the other day. I was watching this dude with his edger because all I see is landscaping companies on my walk. I mean, literally every house has a landscaping company. And I was like, just think, some genius invented this thing so if you come up to a tree, you can edge your lawn. I mean, and it's horizontal moving and the blades are moving. It's like a helicopter. It's like a helicopter with a little stick on it. And I was marveling at this invention. So brilliant.
Yeah, some guy got tired of doing that by hand, and he came up with that.
I think I might run for office out here, and just where my only platform would be you have to rake your leaves. There's no more leaf blowing. Leaf blowing is dead as we know it. No electric leaf blower.
Is bad. Yeah.
The electric leaf blower, though, does cut down on the noise, but it's still pretty annoying. It's as loud as a vacuum. It's like 10 vacuum cleaners going at once. I don't like it.
Yeah, but they're getting rid of gas everywhere. Now gas is bad for you.
My walk, the whole walk is like I'll call Robin on my walk, and I'll go, hey, Robin, how you Yeah, I called my friend Lou the other day. I was walking, and all of a sudden you hear, he goes, oh, you taking your walk? I go, yeah. And then it calms down.
That. Oh, you're walking.
Yeah. There's no disguising it. No one would know I was walking unless you hear, no, that's just my vibrator I'm sticking up my ass. Don't worry about it. You're turning me on. Yeah, it's that, except louder. Yeah, there we go. That's it. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, okay, Robin. Robin, what is that? It gets louder
as you get closer.
Yeah. Robin, what is that? How much money did you make? What? I wait. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second. I want to hear how much money you made in the market. Yeah. Okay. Wow. I remember my dad wouldn't let me help him with the landscaping around our house in Roosevelt.
Stuff.
Yeah, he said I was an idiot and I did it bad. But I never did it, so I don't know how I could get good at it. But his philosophy was that he once let me go mow the lawn, and it was crooked, and it was all upsetting to him. And I go, well, maybe,
one shot.
Yeah, one shot. Like, maybe if you came out and just showed me what you wanted me to do, maybe teach me. But he would just tell me I was stupid. It was great. It wasn't soul-crushing at all. But I remember my dad would rake the leaves. There was no such thing as...
No, there were no leaf blowers back then. No. All that stuff had to be raked.
In my day, who blew a leaf?
Howard 100.
Before we had Baba Booey, Gary, the guy who used to produce our show was named Boy Lee. If you're a real fan of the show, you know that. Yeah. Boy Lee. I just read Boy Lee is retiring. Boy Lee left our show. And he ended up running WFAN, which is a very big sports radio station.
Yeah, he made it up the ranks. He started in sales, I think.
That's right.
And then rose up the ranks to GM.
And then he became the head of sports ad sales for Odyssey. And he just announced his retirement. Boy Lee.
He was our intern. That meant he was younger than us.
My intern retired. And I'm still working. Yeah, there's something wrong with me. Because you know what it's going to be? I'm going to drop dead and I'm still going to be working. That makes sense.
Who was it who just did that? Somebody just died right after a performance or something.
Right.
And I was like, oh my goodness, they really did work right up until the last minute.
Well, I don't want to die. I don't want to die in the saddle. What is that,
Howard,
Gary?
We worked with a guy who died on the air. Remember that guy? Jack Spector?
No.
He was
Jack
in the middle of
the air?
Jack died on the air?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Poor guy. What a terrible way to go. Wow. Well, he was doing what he loved.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Boy Lee was our producer at WNBC before Gary. Here's his quote. I started my career getting Howard Stern coffee. Now he's still on air going strong, and here I am retiring. So there, hey, congratulations to Boy Lee. And
we
you're making me think.
even pretty much had something to do with him finding his wife.
Yes. Yeah, we said, he was attracted to one of the gals that worked with us. And I go, Lee, he's telling me, oh, she's so cute. She's so cute. I go, Lee, I got on the air. I go, hey, Lillian, Lee's attracted to you. Would you go out with him? And are you interested at all? And she was like, yeah, I am. And that was it. And then they got married.
That's right.
And she was super hot. Everybody was into her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's no fucking way she's going to say yes to Lee.
I know. We thought he was going to get rejected on the air.
I was like, this is going to be a great bit. Lee's going to get rejected on the air. And then when she said yes, I go, you're going to date this goofy motherfucker? Give me a break.
I think you kept saying
Lee,
he looked like Howdy Doody.
Howdy Doody. But Lee was a nice kid. Here's what I remember about Boy Lee. He'd say to me privately, Jesus Christ, he goes, I don't know what I want to do in radio. You know, he was my producer, and God knows what he was doing there. And, you know, as Gary will tell you, it's a nowhere job. And so, anyway, he says, I don't know what to do in my life. You know, he goes, the one thing I don't want to do is sales. My father's a salesman, and I see how miserable he is, and I just don't want to do sales. That's the only thing, and I'm not good at it, and I don't like asking people for their money and blah, 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 blah. I go, dude, I got to be honest with you. On radio, as far as I'm concerned, my analysis of the radio business is you can take two jobs. One is sales, and one is being on air. Everything else is bullshit. I said, but that's, you know, if you're not into sales and you're not an on-air guy, get the fuck out of radio. Well, he reluctantly went, and I see he's dressed in a suit one day. He says, I took a job with the sales department. I go, I thought you don't like sales. He goes, I don't know what else to do. Well, I said, okay. It turned out he was great at it.
Yeah.
He was a super salesman and a good manager of people and a good motivator. So, you know, the dude ended up doing the very thing he didn't want to do. I never heard a guy
had that skill until he actually tried it out.
I never met a dude that was more anti-sales than this dude. And he ended up going into sales and being super successful at it and then running Odyssey. God bless him. Good kid. Meanwhile, he's probably 100 years old. To me, he's still a kid.
Yeah, he's no kid. He's got kids.
I think he's younger than me. I have dinner with him and his wife probably once or twice a year. And
she was hot, right? His wife?
She's still very pretty.
Yeah. Listen, she's frozen in my mind that back at NBC, that was 100 years ago.
Yeah, we can only see her as that young girl.
Yeah. I remember that. Lillian. Nice.
I can't believe you even remembered her name.
Oh, fuck yeah. I remember her name, and I remember she was Puerto Rican. Ronnie, Puerto Rican. Whenever you say Puerto Rican, well, watch this. Ronnie, Puerto Rican. It's like he's crazy. Loves it. Oh, yeah. I couldn't believe she agreed to go out with him. Still in shock
I know,
over
it shocked us all.
Well, maybe he didn't love
And
sales.
then one day he did something I didn't like, and I read him the riot act.
Nice. He probably didn't like you.
No. It was about Lillian.
Oh.
He was being cavalier, and I took him to task. I was like, no. You don't do that.
This guy wanted to get in her pants so bad. And then you're right. All of a sudden, he's now a ladies' man. I go, dude, you don't press your luck. I listen. You ain't that good looking. You ain't Brad Pitt.
I don't know who
Stick
you
with
think
her.
you are.
That's right. Yeah. Don't think lightning strikes twice. Genius. You know, you're already out of your league, in my opinion. Oh, he's straightened right out. When Robin gives you the lecture,
Absolutely.
that's it.
I was
there
like,
you go. Look at
have
you.
no idea what you're up to.
Yeah, Boy Lee. I called him Boy. I said, come here, boy. Boy Lee.
I was like, you're the luckiest boy in the world. That
right.
girl wants to go out with you.
Yeah. Yeah, you're Boy Lee, not Tommy Lee. I don't think you got a 30-inch dick. Yeah, but nice guy, Boy Lee. I always liked him, and a good guy, and I'm glad he did well in life. And I'm probably right. He probably hated sales because he's retiring. You don't want to do that shit anymore. You got enough dough.
Hello. Next week, when Howard returns.
I have a big announcement.
For the first time in 42 years.
I never do this.
Baba Booey. How you doing? This is Gary.
Stern Show executive producer.
I'm taking a chance on this one.
Gary Delabate.
I'm about to provide you with an unlimited source of comedy.
Will be screening your phone calls.
Idiot Central, head idiot speaking.
Baba Booey screens your calls.
You've got 30 seconds. start now. You got 30 seconds. Go.
I got a really disturbing phone call.
Only on The Howard Stern Show.
My name is Christine, and I'm a widow. My husband Ryan died. He was a healthy 34-year-old, and 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had the foresight to get life insurance. Because we had the 2 small children, he decided it was important to get it to make sure that we would have enough in case anything ever happened. The bills were covered, the mortgage was paid, so I could focus on my kids. With Ethos, getting life insurance is fast, affordable, and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exam, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. We truly don't know how much time we have. Life insurance didn't take away the loss, but it did give us the time and the space we needed to just grieve.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/quote. That's ethos.com/quote. Ethos.com/quote. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
ZipRecruiter is the place. ZipRecruiter is the place for talented teachers, savvy software developers, and master mixologists. ZipRecruiter is the place where you meet all these people and more. That's because ZipRecruiter is the place for job seekers who are looking for new opportunities. In fact, ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day, so you can find the right candidates right away. It's no wonder that ZipRecruiter is the place for skilled skydiving instructors, accomplished airbrush artists, and proficient pediatricians. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter to hire, you're missing out. ZipRecruiter is the place that's so confident it can make your hiring easier that it lets you try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/100. So if you want the right candidates for all your roles, ZipRecruiter is the place to go. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/100. That's ZipRecruiter.com/100. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
In today's fast-moving job market, staying ahead means keeping your skills sharp. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we help keep your capabilities cutting edge with our skills-based education programs designed to move your career forward. Explore more than 135 degrees and certificates in business, cybersecurity, and more. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start May 13th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chef.
Looking for a little extra fun? Chumba Casino lets you play for free with daily login rewards and a cheeky little welcome bonus when you sign up. Explore hundreds of online social casino games and jump in whenever it works for you. No routines, no pressure, just entertainment on your terms. That's Chumba. Only available in permitted states. No purchase necessary. See terms and conditions for details. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21+.
It's a close-knit family on The Howard Stern Show.
You heard I got a new car.
Doesn't matter. I knew it was a pace car, and I stand behind it.
Fuck that piece of shit. Shut him off.
Caring friends who feel the love.
Why not? You call me a fat fucking loser, so I'll go wherever I want to go with you.
Your mother hates your guts because she's realized that the pile of shit that shot out of her uterus is completely useless. And that's why you're on so much medication.
The Howard Stern Show.
On the next Stern Show Masters, Tan Mom.
I honestly don't remember how I first got here, and I've never left.
Do you have a tan vagina?
Yes.
Welcome to the show.
A trip down dark brown memory lane.
I walk in, and Sal is sucking Richard's dick. Jesus Christ. You come all over you. It was all just a big misunderstanding.
And find the answer to the question, where's Sal?
My favorite thing I ever did on this show was sit on Sal's lap.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, God, she's soft.
You turned on right now, Sal?
Oh, very much so. Oh, my God.
You two are hitting it off.
We were supposed to, I think, have sex or something, but that didn't work out that day.
Stern Show Masters, coming soon.
Sal showed me his penis once. My God.
Put that away. Put it away.
It looks kind of funny.
Somebody vomited in the Sirius XM kitchen. Did you know about this? Have you heard? Has it made its way to you? Yeah. Mike Perlman told me, he said it was really weird. He went into the kitchen and someone threw up. I guess people just run out. I don't know. I didn't ask him
Or
where
on the
it
floor.
landed. I think it was on the floor, but here's Mike with a report. Mike, what are you going to a tanning salon, dude? You are like, you look like you're black.
Who is that? Stone
Really?
Cold Steve Austin?
Yeah, I see on the screen I look a little bit darker. I'm not that dark though.
Is that what's going on? Like, because you're into bodybuilding, like you're trying to get like that, like, do you ever pose on like a little thong and you're,
No.
you know, like those bodybuilders and like you have to get tan for the show?
No, those guys like do it for the competition. I think they have to. They have to like go for a tan.
What are you doing it for?
I go outside. No, I'm just being outside. I don't go tanning. I go outside. I'm
You're
outside
literally
a lot.
darker than Robin.
You think so? I think it's
Yeah,
the lights.
I know it.
I think it's the lights in
Who
here.
is this Arab man who just
Yeah. Who is this? Who is this?
Well, you know what it is, dude? When you're bald, you got to maintain a little bit of color because then you look like a fucking light bulb if you're if you don't
You look
have
like
some
Uncle
color.
Fester otherwise.
Right. So
Yeah.
I go outside a lot. I'm on, I'm not in the house all day.
What are you doing outside? I don't even know that you're outside all day.
Working on my house, going for a
Right.
bike ride, going for a run, with the kids.
You
shit like
run?
that. Yeah.
Aren't you afraid you're going to lose muscle? Isn't that your whole thing? You want to get big?
Yeah, but you got to run a little bit. A little
A little
cardio. I don't run
Yeah.
that much, but you don't run anymore? You don't run. You were a big runner.
I was a huge runner.
Yeah.
I can't run anymore.
Yeah.
It got weird for me. All of a sudden, when I hit a certain age, I'd come home from running and it would hurt when I peed.
Really?
It was burning. Yeah. And I was like, what's going on here? And I think you get old and like a little bit of blood or something gets in your urine or something and burns. So they went to running. That was out. No more running for me.
You can't enjoy anything.
And you know what I know? I can't
Everything
enjoy.
says stop at a certain point. Yeah.
You can't enjoy any. Like nothing is. There's nothing. Like I can't even drink coffee now. It's like I drink hot water. There's nothing enjoyable in my life. And it's weird. Now I go for a walk and I'm like, this isn't doing shit. They tell you walking is good. I walk like 3 miles a day.
I know.
3 to 4 miles a day, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I see these kids running by me, and I go, I used to be one of them. I used to run. I used to fucking run really hard.
A lot of people say now, they think walking substitutes running. Like I hear a lot of people go, I got to get my steps in. I got to go get my steps in. But that's not really doing anything.
No, it's bullshit.
It's keeping you alive is what it's doing.
Yeah.
Your
But I
heart
got a
rate's
nice.
like that,
I spend an hour and a half walking, and I got a big pot belly. It ain't doing shit. When I used to run, you couldn't even. Man, I almost had a 6-pack. I say almost.
No,
I look kind of good.
Yeah.
I was kind of attractive. Women used to want to have sex with me, and I'd take off my clothes, and I was like, I don't look that bad. Now, forget it, man. Only have sex with Beth in the dark.
Only
Very
in
dark.
the shadows. Yes.
On the shadows. Only in the shadows. I just crawl on top of her. No one knows what's happening. I wear a shirt. Well, what I do is I prepare the bedroom. Like Beth will give me a time when we're going to have sex, and I try to get in 15 minutes early. I'll get in, and what I do is I shower first. Then I wrap myself in a towel, and I put a shirt on. And then I get in and I lower the shades. I just want a little bit of light, not a lot, so that I'm in the shadows. And then I remove my towel so I'm nude. And but I get under the covers. And that gives me some time to like maybe play with my penis.
So is any part of you sticking out? Like, what part do you feature? Not even your chest or
no. Everything is covered. And then when she gets in, she'll say to me, why are you wearing, and then she just takes her clothes off. And because she looks great. And I go, she goes, why are you still wearing your shirt? I go, I was cold. And then I removed the shirt because now we're all in the dark. And then when there's a little chit chat, and then I climb on top. So get down to business, and when it's over, we go clean up. I got a nice, because I've already showered, I can just use a shower nozzle and wash down my penis and balls.
You don't have to do the whole thing.
No, I've got one of those little spray. I'm doing pretty well enough. I got a spray adjustment aimed right at my dick. Wash that thing down, dry it off. Then I'm good to go. I'm in a good mood, happy as a camper. I'm like,
I was going to say, are you singing as you walk to the bed?
Yeah, there's a little. I'm like, well, I got away with it again. My big fat belly wasn't seen by my wife. She didn't seem to be too disgusted. Life's great. I see you're in shape though, dude. You know you look good.
I don't even know what this is. I mean, these arms are so big.
I know what he's doing. He's working out real hard. He's putting on a lot of size. What do you have? Creatine and all that shit?
Yeah, creatine. You know, a lot of protein, a lot of calories.
What are you doing? How many calories a day do you do?
I'm trying to do 3,000.
Oh, 3,000.
And then I'm trying to do 200 grams of protein a day.
You got that powder? You buy that powder in the jar? I tried that for a while. Nothing happened.
Yeah,
but,
he's got to
get the right
so
one.
much food in. He has to have it broken down into powder so he can just drink it.
Yeah, I meal prep too. Like last night, I was grilling up chicken at like 10 o'clock at night. You know, making lunch for the day for the next couple of days.
Yeah, it's weird. I never knew what to eat to put on size. Like everyone would say to me, grilled chicken, and you know, I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. But you've managed to really get huge, and I think now you're like, you know, I kind of look like a bodybuilder. I'm going to go out and get tan. I know what you're doing. You can. Yeah, I know you're embarrassed to admit it, but you want to look good with the tan and the muscles, right?
I don't know. I go outside. I'm outside all the time. So
Liar. What do your legs look like?
I know. My legs got to get bigger, Robin. You're right. The legs are hard to grow. They really are.
Did you shave off all your body hair?
I buzz it.
Yeah, so I figured. Yeah, I know what you're up to.
He's up to the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why, did you go through that phase?
Well, I mean, look, I never got big like you. You've really pulled it off. I mean, you got big muscles.
Yeah, but you got like that rock star look, though. That's cool. You maintain that look. I don't know why you beat yourself up because you still have a cool look. A lot of guys, they look like schleps. Even guys my age, they don't even. You got to.
Well, I do care. I'm trying.
Yeah,
I'm trying to hang in there.
Howard's heroin chic.
Yeah, he is heroin chic, but that's a cool look, though.
Yeah, Howard, but when I take my clothes off, this is very deceiving because I wear a jacket and stuff. But I got titties, I got a belly. My ass looks like I visited the moon and sculpted it into an exact replica, like with craters and everything.
It couldn't get worse, Howard. Come on.
And then I'll tell you, with all this sun you're getting, when you get my age, you go to the dermatologist and the guy looks at you and he goes, "Geez, got to remove this. We got to remove that. This is precancerous. That's this. That."
Yeah.
Dude, you better be careful with all that shit. Why don't you just spray tan?
Do you care about that?
You know, maybe you should do. That's what Arnold Schwarzenegger used to do. He'd just get a spray tan.
It's embarrassing.
I mean, if you're that into it.
No. I don't know. I go outside. When I go to the beach, I put on like a little something over my skin, and that's it. I think I just looked. I just walked into the studio. I looked at myself on the screen. I look 10 times more darker than I think I look.
When you're into this bodybuilding, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, he wants to, he's going to pose, he's going to be in one of those. What kind of bathing suit you wear? Do you wear like a Speedo?
No. Nobody wears Speedos anymore. I would never wear one even if they were in
And then if you get a spray tan, you go to bed with some chick and you're going to leave fucking marks all over the bed.
Ugh.
You're going to be disgusting. Why don't you just be, like a white guy? Your muscles will still look good.
Yeah. I don't.